WZ261AX, Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
73, partly cloudy skies at 10 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Hurricane Erin is forcing evacuations along North Carolina's Outer Banks. It is forecast to whip up waves and winds, even though the Category 3 storm will turn away from the eastern U.S. and won't make landfall. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson says conditions will be dangerous at the coast.
Waves that are 6 to 12 to 16 feet high, depending where you are. I think the worst impact area is right in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, but doesn't matter if you are in South Carolina or Delaware, Florida, or Long Island, you will be seeing impacts from Hurricane Erin, especially as we go into the middle of the week.
Coastal flooding is expected to start today and continue through Thursday on the Outer Banks. A reward is being offered for information to locate a missing Greensburg man. The Westmoreland County DA's office says the family of Ruben Carranza is offering a $1,500 reward for information that might help authorities locate their son. The 31-year-old was reported missing in late July and was last seen in Greensburg. Last week, police found Carranza's vehicle hidden on August 5th. That was the same day he was reported missing. Carranza's cell phone also last pinged in the Mount Pleasant area. Authorities are asking anyone with information to call Greensburg Police. A Butler County elementary school teacher and volleyball coach is facing numerous sex crime charges. 50-year-old Jared Lampus is accused of sexually abusing a 16-year-old girl repeatedly in various locations, including his classroom at Buffalo Elementary. The alleged assaults took place from 2023 to this year. Lampus has been suspended from his current teaching position at Freeport Elementary and has resigned as a coach with the Pittsburgh Elite Volleyball Association. He's being held in the Butler County Jail. The City of Washington's Rally on Main has been canceled after a bar was targeted and attacked by a motorcycle club. The city announced Monday afternoon the bike show was canceled due to an unfortunate event over the weekend. In a social media post, 40 Bar and Grill said the establishment was targeted in a brutal and unprovoked attack by a motorcycle club on Saturday night. Several bartenders and guests hid in the basement during the chaos. The maker of Ozempic is cutting the price nearly in half for some patients. Dr. Celine Gounder is a CBS News medical contributor.
Novo Nordisk has dominated early on with their drugs Ozempic and Wegovy, but now Eli Lilly with their drugs Mounjaro and Zepbound are catching up fast thanks to lower prices and strong supply. So it's really about Novo Nordisk trying to take back market share. Specifically, Novo has said this is targeted at patients with type 2 diabetes who do not have insurance.
So people paying out of pocket can buy Ozempic for $499 per month using GoodRx. At this hour on Wall Street, the Dow is up 184 points at 45,096. The Nasdaq is down 97 points, and the S&P is down 1 point. KDKA Sports. The Pirates in Toronto will complete they're playing the second of 3 games tonight at PNC Park. Mitch Keller will be getting the start for the Bucks. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:04 at 73. Partly cloudy in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
It's time to call Vitone's Music Store in Greensburg with large selection of pianos on sale. 724-837-0877.
Hi, it's Lynn Hayes Freeland. You know, 90th anniversaries are a big deal. That's why AARP is joining forces with Social Security to celebrate its 90th anniversary. So what does that mean to you? Well, there are going to be free events throughout the area where you can win some prizes, learn more about Social Security, and find out what AARP is doing to help you. So how do you get more information? It's real simple. Go to aarp.org/local.
Hey, folks, Marty here. Oh, my, what a great time to get windows. It's so darn hot. Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No limit. No interest for 5 years. 5 whole years. Super Spacer Technology. Folks, it's a great company. 412-545-6003. Free in-home estimate. I'm telling you, folks, great company, great price, great technology. Universal Windows Direct. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. My friend Ellen, good morning.
Oh, good morning, Marty. It's been a rough morning for travelers on the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Heading eastbound, we continue to have a very heavily restricted and at times closed Pennsylvania Turnpike. This is just east of the Pittsburgh interchange, and so you have lots of heavy traffic as folks are getting off of the Turnpike at that interchange and then heading on 22 eastbound, which is recommended, to toll 66 south to rejoin the Pennsylvania Turnpike at the New Stanton interchange. So definitely leaving extra travel time there is a great idea. Parkway East inbound, it's heavy right around Edgewood. Swissvale outbound is backing at the Bates Street on-ramp, and the Parkway West inbound is slow for you right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Sunshine and some clouds, very warm and rather humid for the rest of today with a high of 88. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight. Perhaps a shower or thunderstorm late, low 70. For tomorrow, humid with clouds, some sun, and a shower or thunderstorm in the area, high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's the Big K Big Three.
Brought to you by New Flow Men's Health. The biggest 3 stories of the day on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
A lot of the stuff they were talking about this morning kind of jumped off the map at me. We've got a lot to get to today, some very important information. First thing I heard Larry and my man Raz talking about was the Rite Aid's closing. What that's also done, Raz, is created crazy lines at Giant Eagles.
Absolutely right.
And Patrick knows this. In the Market District we were in a week ago, and then I was in our Giant Eagle in Mount Lebanon yesterday, 50 people. Like crowds like they've never seen before because, Raz, what you're saying is spot on. So the Rite Aid closes, and then you got hundreds of thousands of prescriptions transferring to Giant Eagle.
Well, the drive-through line in my neighborhood tripled in size now.
Triple.
At Giant Eagle, yeah.
Now, I'm friends with Bill Artman, the CEO. He says they've hired over 200 people, but it's going to take time. And you got to have some patience. The other thing, Raz, that jumped off at me, and Patrick has some great information on this, these diet drugs have changed the world as we know it. I mean, the dynamic of weight loss is changed forever, and now the price is changing, is it not, because of competition?
Yeah, well, actually, one of the things that's going on in the background on this is, according to a CNBC Key Points outline, President Trump sent in July separate letters to Novo Nordisk, which makes Ozempic, and 16 other makers of different drugs, calling on them to lower their medication prices. And so now what's going on for patients who don't have insurance, they pay for cash. If you use GoodRx, then you can get the Ozempic dose for a whole month for $499.
Okay, so that's cool. And I like hearing that because it was $1,000. However, my boy Patrick is really tuned into this stuff. What's it cost if you buy it in Great Britain?
Yeah, so in the UK, it's $93.
Isn't that incredible?
Isn't that amazing, Raz?
Yeah, it's completely out of order.
And how the hell's that happen? Why is that happen? And at least Trump's trying, but it's ignorant that they're paying $100 in the UK, and we're considering $400 to be cheap.
You know what would change that, in my opinion? What would change it is if we can shop for our drugs online in Canada, Mexico, the UK.
True.
And I'll tell you what, they'll get competitive on price right now.
And you know, we talked about the Cuban deal, but Patrick nails that too. This is not generic yet, and those are generic drugs on Cuban site.
Right.
So you can't do anything about it, can you, Patrick?
No, not until they start making deals with some of these manufacturers directly.
And the other thing I wanted to address with you, Raz, is downtown Pittsburgh. I don't really give a crap what people think about Trump. I just don't.
Well, that picture you posted on X about that poor fellow with one leg, that's heartbreaking.
And that does not exist in Washington, D.C. right now.
No, they've cleaned up the streets. Crime is dropped dramatically in just a few days.
And Patrick, you point out this morning, precipitous drop. Now, these are union numbers and union cop numbers, but the numbers generally don't lie, do they, sir?
No, it's overall crime is down 8%. Violent crime in the last 7 days is down 22% from the week before. Carjackings, which they've had a huge problem with, down 83%.
I posted 2 photographs this morning that are riveting and compelling. The first one, Raz just pointed out, and if you have a chance to go on social, it rips your heart out because what it shows is a young man. He looks pretty young, does he not, Patrick? Does he not, Raz?
Very.
Okay, and if he has a wound, you see the wound on his left leg?
Yeah, that doesn't look good. It looks like it's been there a while.
And he has no right leg, and he is a drug addict, admits this, mentally ill, admits this, an alcoholic, and he was dumped on the streets by a system that has no idea how to take care of him. So our plan in America, and in Pittsburgh in particular right now, is just put him on the streets. Liberty Avenue downtown right now, Pittsburgh. Now, all the haters point out to me, why are you showing him and exposing him? He wants help. He wants someone to go there right now and help him. He demands someone give a damn. Would we have him die? And let me say this, and this is a fact. This is not disputed. Raz and Patrick, if there were kittens in a drainage area in downtown Pittsburgh right now, the nation would be in an uproar. The firefighters would come roaring in, and it would make national news, would it not, sir?
Absolutely right. We'd have TV crews down there. We would probably even send a reporter if we knew about it.
And if there was a puppy walking around in downtown Pittsburgh, the world would ask if they could adopt the puppy.
People will be lining up to take them in.
Lining up.
But we don't have a plan for this poor guy on the street.
Raz?
Right?
We have no plan. None. And then transition to picture number 2 that I just posted. Right across from the homeless shelter on 2nd Avenue. There are 2 men completely out of it. Completely overdosed, passed out. And if you look in the eyes of the one man, he's clearly overdosed. And my friends on the street say turning blue because he's starting to die. And if they can't get Narcan to him fast enough, he will die on the streets this morning. And my point is that at some point, we better get it. Whether you like Trump or not, I really don't give a rat's behind. If it takes the National Guard, if it takes the damn Boys Club, if it takes the Boy Scouts or the Girl Scouts, I don't care. If it takes the Texas Rangers, the Hells Angels, I don't give a damn. We need bodies on the streets. The mayor of this town should be ashamed every time he sees one of those pictures. Instead, here's what his people do. How dare you post those pictures of those people overdosed? Because what? You're helping them. Because why? You give a damn about them. Because you're ashamed that you can't take care of your very own. It's disgusting to me that we turn this situation in D.C. into Trump's a bum. Instead of saying, whoa, check that out. Look what's working in Washington. And the same dynamic that's happening in Washington is the same damn dynamic that's happening in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, our hometown. It's a fact. And if the governor of this state doesn't care about the optics of, oh, Trump did it, I can't copy him, the governor of this state should do the same damn thing in Philadelphia. There is a street in Philadelphia. There's an area in Philadelphia that it makes you sick when you see it. There are 100 people overdosed right now. Zombied out. It is insane to see. You cannot believe this is America. If I were the governor of Pennsylvania, I wouldn't care what Trump is doing. So what? We knock it off. Send our guys in today. Put 1,000 men on the streets. And for the folks who need help, you offer them 2 choices. Folks, here's the choice. Rehab or jail.
That's what they're telling them in Washington, Marty.
Rehab or jail. And in jail, we have to set up a system so they can rehab in jail. Not just go to jail and lay on the floor of a cell. Rehab or jail. That's the choice. Save some lives, clean up the streets, put the boots on the ground, and do it today. And if I were Corey O'Connor, I don't give a damn if the election's in January. I'd be out there today saying this has to be done now to save Pittsburgh the same way they're saving Washington, D.C. Screw the politics. This is about saving lives. This is about saving cities. This is about saving America. Right? Right. On the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen Gamble, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. It looks like the eastbound Pennsylvania Turnpike has reopened just east of the Pittsburgh interchange, so do watch for some residual delays there around the earlier accident. Also kind of heavy at times on 22 near the Turnpike interchange in Monroeville, so just keep that in mind as you're traveling there. Coming inbound toward town, things are easing off. You still have some delays right around Edgewood-Swissvale as you head for the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Outbound on the Parkway East, things are backing up at the Bates Street on-ramp before the tunnels and the construction zone there. Parkway West inbound still kind of congested for you right around to that Parkway Center Mall on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble at 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I met my wife in law school at the University of Florida. She was from upstate New York and I was from Kentucky. We met at a daily mass at St. Augustine's. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life. After communion, I followed her out of the church and got her phone number. The rest is history. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Little did we know that one day we would have 4 children and the largest injury firm in the world. All 4 work in the business. It's a family business. Did I ever see this coming? Hell no. We just worked very hard and treated our clients like we would want to be treated, like family. It's a full-service injury firm, auto accidents, medical malpractice, workers' compensation, Social Security, and insurance disputes. We're open 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit forthepeople.com and we can get to work on your case. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
So, an older woman in her 80s with cancer, it's a true story, reached out to me a week and a half ago. Poor thing, her roof is collapsing. I mean, literally collapsing. And she has a baby pool in the house to collect water. And NASCO Roofing is going to put a new roof on our house. It's that kind of company, man. It's that kind of service. It's that kind of commitment. NASCO Roofing. Labor, fantastic. Pricing, fantastic. NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or 2 half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey, are you turning 65 and exploring Medicare options? With over 50 Medicare plans available to you, it can be overwhelming. MediConnect is here to help. They want you to understand your options so you can choose the best plan for yourself. It's Medicare made simple with one call. Connect with MediConnect at no cost. Their top-rated experts are coming to your neighborhood with their New to Medicare seminar. You don't want to miss this. Call 888-818-6334 or visit MediConnectInsurance.com and click on the seminar tab. Over the weekend from Perry Calder Law Firm. John has doctors on his staff to investigate medical malpractice cases. John has the biggest settlements at Perry Calder of any firm in this region. John has the track record. John sits down with families. He's met with my friends and my family members on cases. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Perry Calder.
This is Ron Schlava from the Home Buyers of Pittsburgh. We've been simplifying the home selling process since 2015. If you're thinking of selling, give us a call. We'll help you get the most money in the least amount of time. Call 412-500-9057 or visit homebuyersofpittsburgh.com for a cash offer today.
2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
So I just posted a link from my my friend Todd. It's called. Hold on, let me get to this. It's called Kensington, Philadelphia. And if you go onto my page, Get Marty, and you click on it, it is a live link. It's a live link to this Kensington area in Philly. And it's unbelievable. It's horrid. It's right now on the live stream of Kensington Street in Philadelphia. This is America. This ain't Afghanistan. This isn't the opium dens in Nicaragua. There's a man right now injecting drugs into his private area. Right now. Live. On the street. Right now. On the stream. It's a fact. There are hundreds of people right now on this live stream, and Patrick is streaming it live. Right now, either OD'd or on the way to being OD'd. Right now. This is the same damn street. The same damn street that Shapiro promised he would clean up when he ran for governor. Governor, wake up. I have pictures of at least 5 people right now passed out, overdosed, dying, dead on the streets of Pittsburgh right now. No one doing a friggin' thing. Yet people screaming and yelling that Trump has ruined America by putting troops on the ground in D.C. Screw that. The governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, promised to clean up Kensington Street in Philly and hasn't done a friggin' thing. Shame on you. You should be ashamed. Anthony, it's disgusting. Is it not, sir?
Yes, and you know, and the narrative that's out there that this is a hijacking the Washington, D.C., they don't talk to the black people who live in Washington, D.C. My wife's family has lived in Washington, D.C. for 120 years, and they are ecstatic about what's going on down there. They you know, we used to have family reunions and alternate each year. We would go to Rock Creek Park, which is a big park down there in Washington, D.C., and it's predominantly black. We had to stop going because people would try to come over and hijack our family reunion, and if you told them to please stay away, they wanted to come back with guns.
My man, a woman who works at the friggin' courthouse got carjacked by one of these get-high, mentally ill, drunk, homeless folks right at the shelter downtown. Her car was carjacked, brother.
Yes.
And we want to defend these homeless folks. Leave them there. They're just playing around.
Marty, they don't have a constitutional right to be vagrants and loiterers.
Hey.
You know what, Marty? And let me just say this quickly.
Wow,
when people want to fight with me on this issue, I say, listen, being destitute, being poor is not a new phenomenon. No. How come these people were pitching tents 20 years ago,
right on.
30 years ago?
Right on.
Where were they at then?
And why aren't there tents in Mount Lebanon, Upper St. Clair, North Hills?
Right.
Huh?
Well, you know, I get aggravated on this issue because we, the progressive, have allowed lawlessness, Marty. And you're not going to see Shapiro or anyone else on the Democratic side speak out because they're afraid of the activists.
Hey, screw that. Man up. Save lives. Hey, man, have you seen this Kensington Street in Philly, brother? Have you seen this?
I've seen video of it before where these people look like zombies.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
But, Marty, he has the authority to do it. When that bridge collapsed, or that thing over Parkway collapsed, they were done in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And so he has the ability to do it, and he was the AG of the state, so he knows what's out there. If you have political aspirations, quit complaining what Trump's doing and try to emulate that in your city and commonwealth or state.
Man up. Anthony, you're the man. I love you. If you get a chance, go onto our live stream right now. There's a young man on the streets of Pittsburgh right now. It looks like he's dead. It just does. I'm told he's overdosed and they're going to Narcan him. Is this what we're living with? If you get a chance to go on the live stream and look at this live stream out of Philly, Kensington Street, Philadelphia, it's unbelievable. It doesn't look like America. It looks like, it just doesn't, like Afghanistan or Pakistan. I don't know. Hundreds of people, high as kites, overdosed. And within 100 yards, kids walking to school. I am not exaggerating. Thomas, go ahead.
Yes. Yes, he does have authority to do it, and he does not at the same time. You got to understand how he uses the troops here in the U.S. here. He can't just send them to use against his citizens, but he has to use them in disaster situations there and stuff like that.
They can declare a state of emergency and use them today. Your point is well taken, and you're right there. You're dancing. You're kind of dancing around the floor, but you're not on the floor yet, and I appreciate your input, and generally you're right. Shapiro could declare a state of emergency in Philadelphia because this is a friggin' state of emergency. It makes no sense to me that in America, people should be able to just get high, hundreds of them at the same time on the same damn street, and no one does anything about it. It makes no damn sense to me that a man is stoned out of his mind right now on the street, has one leg in Pittsburgh, has a leg wound, needs medical treatment, psychological treatment, and probably jail time because I'm told he's dealing drugs too. And he's just sitting there with one leg in a wheelchair. And no one gives a damn. To which I would always say, is that as good as it gets? It appears that way.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
The best breakfast, the best French toast I've ever had in my life. And that's a long life. The thick cut French toast, cinnamon bread, bananas, strawberries. Whoo! Oakmont Bakery. Unbelievable breakfast. Plus, the breakfast sandwiches are absolutely insanely good. Open 7 days, 6 a.m. Delicious.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
73 and partly cloudy at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Now that she's announced her campaign for governor in 2026, Pennsylvania State Treasurer Stacey Garrity says she has a long road ahead.
It's very early in the process, but what I do plan to do is continue to, build non-traditional bipartisan coalitions, continue to travel the state, continue to, be the best treasurer that I can be at.
On the Big K Morning Show, Garrity said she's seeking the Republican nomination to challenge Governor Josh Shapiro because, in her words, the state is going in the wrong direction. Allegheny Health Network is reporting record-breaking enrollment at 2 schools of nursing. With more on that, here's News Radio KDKA's Paul Alexander.
West Penn and Bloomfield and Citizens in Tarentum have a new record of 355 students in attendance. HN's Director of Nursing, Amy Stoker, said in a release that their favorable instructor-to-student ratio, combined with the commitment to innovative nursing education, is attracting top talent and addressing the critical need for qualified nurses in the region. The full-time students in the program receive 22 months of classroom learning and hands-on clinical experiences. The part-time program has grown 125% year over year. Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
A Butler City staple is opening a second location in Cranberry Township. Butler Donut Connection announced on social media it is opening Cranberry Donut Connection on August 25th. That new location on Route 228 will offer a similar menu to the Butler store. At this hour on Wall Street, the Dow is up 261 points at 45,173. The Nasdaq down 168, and the S&P is down 6 points. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:32. Our next update at 11. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio KDKA.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi from 93.7 The Fan for the Power of Bowser. Your next adventure starts with the all-new redesigned Hyundai Palisade from Bowser Hyundai. Right now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Bowser Hyundai, get away with 0% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on a 2025 Palisade. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance and are backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. $29.99 total due at signing. With credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends August 31st.
Oh, that's the power of
Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
The heat of the summer is still here, and so are those hot savings at Coons Market. Isn't that right, Frank Dentisi?
Right, Rob. Save with your Coons Reward Card. All natural pork baby back ribs, $2.99 a pound. Sweet blueberries, 1 pint package, $1.77 each. And selected varieties of San Giorgio pasta, 12 to 16-ounce boxes, 88 cents each. Additional savings in our meat department. USDA Choice Porterhouse for T-bone steaks, $10.99 a pound, and farm-raised fresh salmon steaks, $10.99 a pound. In our produce department, locally grown green peppers, $1.59 a pound, and locally grown sweet bi-color corn, 6 for $3. In our deli department, Silver Star chipped ham, $4.99 a pound, and Coons deep-fried turkey breast is $9.99 a pound. And this week, selected varieties of Peter Pan peanut butter, 16.3-ounce jars, 2 for $5.
So get in on these hot savings now at Coons Market. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. And if you think this is just a cosmetic problem, think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs, cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-587-1248. That's 800-587-1248. When you call, you'll get free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans, Medicare included. Call 800-587-1248. That's 800-587-1248 today.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. Has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
All right, Marty, what's up is we just have the residual delays now around the rush hour, and generally they're associated with a tunnel. Of course, Parkway East inbound is stacking between Wilkinsburg and Edgewood Swissvale. Outbound is heavy at the Bates Street on-ramp before the construction zone out by the Commercial Street Bridge. Parkway West inbound is easing off. Gives us a chance to remind you of day 2 of work zone prep for the I-79 Wexford Interchange project in Franklin Park and Marshall Township. 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. each day this week. Watch for crews moving construction equipment around I-79 near that Wexford interchange, in the interchange and on the ramps itself, and then on Route 910 between Nicholson Road and Brant School Road. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the midday and afternoon hours. It'll be very warm and more humid this afternoon with a high of 88. Partly cloudy, warm, and muggy tonight with a chance of a late-night shower or thunderstorm, low 70. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This report brought to you by Duke's Mayonnaise.
All right, big show. Join us today, Washington Wild Things Park, Wiener 100. Yes, it's happening. Wiener dogs running all over the place. Big show on location down in Washington, 2 to 6, and that dog race is going to be fantastic. Colin Dunlap here, KDK.
I'll tell you, something happened in Allegheny County yesterday that kind of underlines a dramatic need for treatment for those with mental illness. This guy gets snagged up by, and God bless the Sheriff's Department and these guys that are so wary and aware and cognizant of the surroundings that they connected the dots and arrested this Daniel White guy who threatened to, in essence, kill. He said, I want to kill everyone. I want to kill all these little white kids, especially in Shaler, and has been charged with intent to terrorize Shaler Elementary, communication of a threat, and is being held right now. My argument is it's basic. They caught him outside of mental health court because he has mental illness. And I cannot even begin to describe how many of these men, the redundancy of the arrests that we have reported on this talk show. One young man with mental illness has been arrested in this town 250 times. 250 times. I interviewed him on the street, and he said, yeah, I need help. He's going to kill someone, or someone's going to kill him. And then we're going to say, yeah, you know, he's mentally ill now for 4 years, and no one will help him. 250 arrests, always the same stuff. Fights, harassment, drugs, alcohol, brought into court, kicked out, no one helps him. Brought to Western Psych, now he doesn't need treatment. He's not crazy enough. And then they kick him out, and now he's on the streets, set up to either hurt himself or someone else. And this culture that we live in now, this throwaway culture, we decide we don't give a damn about the mentally ill, then we throw them out in the streets and they hurt someone, and then we give a damn. Fortunately, we have a sheriff like Kevin Krause, who I've known more than 20 years. A week does not pass, with no exaggeration, a week does not pass when Krause doesn't reach out to me and say he's had enough. It's time to act. It's time to make a difference. He's very cognizant of the issues surrounding the city, the issues involving mental illness, and has stepped up to say, I'm going to do what I can with my people to make sure these kids going to school, especially in Shaler, tomorrow are safe. And he's joining us live this morning. Sheriff, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good, Marty. Good morning.
It's not just one case, sir, is it? It's a big picture issue that you're always concerned about. Yes, sir?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're, that's our job. We're concerned with, criminal activity and addressing and suppressing it.
And in this case, with this man, your folks stepped in and made a difference quickly. They were very aware of what was going on and stepped. You got to be proud of what your guys did yesterday in terms of arresting this guy and taking him into custody before he hurt someone.
Yeah, it's not only us. I mean, the county police jumped on this.
Yep.
I don't want to go too much into the weeds in their investigation. Obviously, it's not our case, but they jumped on it. They acted swiftly. A warrant was issued. They immediately communicated it. We heard the information. We worked, and I also want to mention the Department of Probation. They were instrumental in this as well. But once we heard the information, one of our deputies was familiar with him. They worked with probation, we worked with probation, and we learned that he was in the courthouse yesterday morning.
Hey, Kevin, we've had this talk now. I've known you more than 20 years, and at least for 20 years we've been talking about the mentally ill and kicking them to the streets and not being able to treat them. It's a dangerous situation, is it not, sir?
Well, certainly for the Shaler Police Department, the community, and especially the student-parent community of Shaler, yeah, it's quite alarming. But like I said, the Allegheny County Police jumped on it. A warrant was issued, and we were fortunate that he was taken into custody sooner than later. And we don't have any evidence or information that he was in the courthouse with nefarious intentions.
Sure.
He may have been looking for a safe space. And, as far as his mental health status, I can't really comment too much on that.
Sure.
But he's been taken to the county jail. He was arraigned. He's held without bond, pending a behavior clinic, and then awaiting his due process preliminary hearing. But he's off the streets, and, collectively, it's an example of law enforcement working together, and we're glad that the Shaler education community can go back to school on Wednesday, tomorrow, safely.
And your folks are going to also step up and offer extra security. Is that true?
Yeah, we're sending additional patrol vehicles to the schools to support the Shaler Police. So we're glad we're able to do that to help them out and just do our part to partner with them to make it safer for parents and kids returning to school tomorrow.
But clearly he's not a threat, Kevin. So this is, in essence, you saying, because he's in custody, but clearly this is you saying we've had enough, and my guys will do whatever we can to make folks safer and to feel better. Is that fair for me to say, sir?
Yeah, it's we're able to support the Shaler PD and the Shaler community, and that's what we're here to do. And we do that very commonly.
Kevin Krause, it's the daily grind, though, my man. Folks on the streets with mental illness. As I mentioned, downtown, there's a guy right now on the streets has been arrested 250-plus times. There has to be a better way, does there not, sir?
I would say yes, absolutely. It's definitely challenging for law enforcement, but, it's something law enforcement faces every day.
You do. Do a hell of a job. Thanks for caring. Sheriff, appreciate you, brother.
All right. Thanks, Marty.
It's amazing. It's a crap show, and it's daily, man. My guy that's been arrested, and I call him my guy because every time he's arrested, I am sent a warning. Every time he's released again, I'm sent a warning. Every single time. And I've been sent at least 50 notifications of him being arrested downtown and put back in jail with mental illness, with drug addiction, with alcohol issues. Every single time. And every single time, he ends up back in jail. He throws a beer can at someone. He harasses people in Market Square. He walks into a deli and steals 10 sandwiches. He gets hammered and gets abusive with a cop. And I mean every single time. And he's been arrested 250 times. I sat with him on the street one day and said, "What gives?" You know what he said? "I need help. I need help." Did he get help? Within a day of us interviewing him on the streets. He threw a beer can at somebody and was arrested again for assault. And 2 days later, he was out on the streets again. Every single time. Same man, same story, same crimes, same judges saying, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter he committed 250 assaults. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that he exhibits drug addiction, alcohol addiction, and mental illness. It doesn't matter. And they kick him out. And right now he's on the streets of downtown Pittsburgh, probably getting high, probably starting trouble, probably about to hurt someone. And no one, except the cops, give a damn. On the stream right now, there's video of me interviewing him. You know what he said? I'm a mess. I need help. It's my fault, but no one helps me. 250 arrests and counting. And no one ever gives him treatment. One time, he was sent to Western Psych and kicked in an hour. They said, no, he really doesn't need help. Really? He doesn't. Okay. Let's hope he doesn't hurt someone. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
All right, Marty, one of the hot spots we have is the Parkway East on the outbound ride. Of course, the construction zone lane restrictions out by the Commercial Street Bridge and the Squirrel Hill tunnels are to blame for that particular slowdown. It's a mile and a half worth of backups for you to navigate as you're trying to head eastbound or outbound on the Parkway East, stacking up at that Bates Street on-ramp. Inbound, the ride greets you with delays between Wilkinsburg and Edgewood Swissvale. 28 southbound looks pretty decent right now, just a minor slowdown past the off-ramp for East Ohio Street or toward the ramps for the North Shore Expressway. And we do have the Parkway West inbound with a little bit of bunching for you right around the runaway truck sand pile. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
You hear that? That's the sound of your business losing money. Legacy phone systems weren't built for today's teams. OpenPhone gives your business a smarter way to stay connected. OpenPhone lets you manage calls, texts, voicemail, and contacts all in one place so that you and your team can deliver a seamless customer experience from ring to... Need to take calls on the go? OpenPhone automatically transcribes, summarizes, and highlights next steps from every call, so you never miss a detail. Need insight into what closes a sale? With OpenPhone's AI call tags, you can instantly spot key topics like objections or pricing questions, and use those insights to coach your team and level up every customer interaction. And yes, you can bring your existing number with you for free. Keep your team in sync and your customers happy with OpenPhone. OpenPhone. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try OpenPhone for free at openphone.com/try and get 20% off your first 6 months. That's openphone.com/try. openphone.com/TRY.
I got these windows in my house that need replaced. And you want to talk about timing? Huh? You got spring here. You got this insanely cool window company, Universal Windows Direct, and this is their home improvement season. What's that mean? Great windows, great product, great service, great pricing. How about this? 50% off your windows right now, half off. You can upgrade your home with beautiful, energy-efficient windows for half the cost. So, what do? 412-545-6003. I'm doing it. And you get no interest and no payments for 12 months, which is spectacular. A whole year. And a free entry door with your window purchase. Universal Windows Direct. 412-545-6003. Universal Windows Direct. Love them.
While you sleep, There are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want while you sleep. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richard, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. Wake up to your friends. Weekday mornings on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Summer's here, and so is Len Lacina from Lacina Drapery and Blind Factory.
Lacina can immediately refresh your home with custom window treatments. For over 60 years, our family-owned company has handcrafted stunning draperies in our very own factory and offers top-quality blinds, shades, shutters, and more.
Take advantage of Lacina's free shop-at-home service or visit their showrooms in Dormont and Wexford. Remember, Lacina's prices can't be beat. 412-665-4900 or visit lacinadrapery.com.
So we're sitting down, myself and my wife, with Julian Gray next week to talk about a couple things. So think about this, folks. If you have a kid going to college, do you have the power of attorney? No, I'm serious. If they're 18 now and they get hurt and they have to be hospitalized in college, you have the power of attorney so that when you call the hospital, they'll give you medical information. If you don't, you need to get it done. Seriously, it's $500. You got to get it done. It's important and it's viable. Very, very vital. 412-458-6000, grayouterlaw.com, grayouterlaw.com. Also, do you have an estate? When's the last time? So we're putting together a whole new estate plan. Our will was 25 years old. It just doesn't work anymore. So think about your kids going to college so that you can get their medical information if you need it, and think about estate planning. grayouterlaw.com, 412-458-6000. Julian Gray, the best.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Jane from Seattle asks, my husband has been retired for 5 years and has plenty saved for retirement. I'm still working and will do so for another 12 years, as we have a 9-year age gap. My husband still worries and is afraid to spend money. What can I tell him to make him relax? Jane, I'm guessing there's probably not much you can say to him. I think instead your husband is going to have to see the proof on paper. It could be worth finding a fee-only planner to create a plan that he can see and digest.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Oh, man. It's so hot. How hot is it? Aaron, play this clip, please, my friend, of the Dollar General store in Sharpsburg. Listen to this sound. Listen.
All this wasted.
Look.
All melted. Everything's melted.
This is melted too, because that's my favorite.
All melted. That's the only fan is in the front. How hot would you say it's in here?
96.
It's about 96 degrees in here.
Play it one more time, please. This is the Dollar General store in Sharpsburg. It's crazy. You got to see the video on my stream. Listen.
All this wasted.
Look.
All melted. Everything's melted.
This is melted too, because that's my favorite.
All melted. That's the only fan is in the front. How hot would you say it's in here?
96.
It's about 96 degrees in here.
Wow. So, this is video. If you look at our stream right now, and it's on my social, and a lot of you folks, there's about 50,000 people have seen it already, but it's a walk through of the Dollar General store in Sharpsburg. And when this little girl says that's my favorite, she's trying to grab a Hershey bar, and it's liquid. It's that hot. Hey, if I'm lying, I'm dying, man. It is so damn hot in there, and the point is, who the hell runs a business like that? Who runs that business? And social media on this is blowing up, and folks are saying it's very common because they're trying to save money. Okay. But you have now ruined every piece of chocolate, anything that can melt in that store. You ruined the makeup, you ruined the chocolate, anything that has anything to do with heat. And to add insult to it, these poor folks got to work there, man. That's ridiculous. And I had someone check, it's 90 degrees in there, and they have ruined every single piece of anything that melts. And with no exaggeration, the woman in the video is holding up Reese's cups, and then this little girl's holding up Hershey's bars. You could pour them into a cup. It's that damn hot at the dollar store in Sharpsburg. It would seem to me that someone would give a damn who owned that store to say, hey, maybe we should fix the air conditioning. It would seem to me, as you're throwing out thousands and thousands of dollars worth of product destroyed by the heat, that someone would say, hey, maybe we should fix the air conditioning. It seemed to me, as you're jeopardizing the health of anyone working there or any of the customers, that you would give a damn about temperatures in the 90s in your store. At the dollar bank, at the dollar store in Sharpsburg. Dollar Bank is air conditioned. They give a damn. Big time. The dollar store, this one in particular, it's unbelievable. You got to see the video on the Get Marty page to believe it. You could pour the chocolate into a cup. Isn't that special?
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Cooler days, shorter nights. Oh my gosh, is summer really coming to an end? It's just started, didn't it? This is Dr. Shufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. This time is the best time to lose those excess pounds. Why? Because it's now. Give yourself this time to shed those pounds, feel and look better, fit into those clothes hidden in the closet and drawers, decrease or end those meds, move better, climb steps without being winded. Just call me at 1-800-900-THIN.
All right, Patrick, you ate at Hofstadt's about a week ago. How good was it?
Amazing.
Right?
Delicious.
And he's a food snob. So add to that, Hofstadt's has prime rib Mondays. My boy, the restaurant king, JK. Prime rib Mondays, Hofstadt's. Dry rubbed, slow roasted, hand carved prime rib with au jus. I love saying that. Au jus. 2 sides. Mondays, Hofstadt's. Oakmont, 4 to 9. Prime rib, brothers and sisters. Go for it.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
So I talked to John Perry over the weekend from Perry Calder Law Firm. John has doctors on his staff to investigate medical malpractice cases. John has the biggest settlements at Perry Calder of any firm in this region. John has the track record. John sits down with families. He's met with my friends and my family members on cases. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Perry Calder.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-220-6409 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-220-6409. That's 800-220-6409. What do you have to lose? Call 800-220-6409. Again, 800-220-6409.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
77 with a few clouds. At 11 o'clock, I'm Paul Rasmussen. The day after hosting President Zelensky and other European leaders at the White House about ending the war in Ukraine, President Trump told Fox News this morning the plan now is setting up a meeting with Putin and Zelensky.
Let them meet. You know, they haven't been exactly best friends. They haven't gotten along very well.
And if that works out, he says he'll join the two for a trilateral meeting.
I hope President Putin is going to be good. And if he's not, it's going to be a rough situation.
And he hopes Zelensky will do what he has to do, in the president's words.
He has to show some flexibility also.
Mr. Trump said yesterday
folks,
the U.S.
Marty. You want a new physical therapy experience?
Mr. Trump said yesterday the U.S. supports European security guarantees for Ukraine. Evacuations are in place on North Carolina's Outer Banks because of Aaron, a Category 3 hurricane with 115-mile-per-hour winds. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson.
Even though the center of the storm is over 200 miles off the Outer Banks, by the time we get into Wednesday night into Thursday, we could see 40 to 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts right on the coast, and then we could be seeing 12 to 16-foot waves.
But will Aaron impact southwestern Pennsylvania this week? Jason Frazier with the National Weather Service says not much.
The most we might see is just some additional little light rain chances, low probability Thursday. Otherwise, impacts are going to be pretty minor to non-existent.
And in terms of precip, we have a 40% chance of occasional showers overnight into tomorrow. A reward is being offered for information to locate a missing Greensburg man. The Westmoreland County DA's office says the family of Ruben Carranza is offering a $1,500 reward for information that might help authorities locate their son. The 31-year-old was reported missing in late July and was last seen in Greensburg. Last week, police found Carranza's vehicle. It was hidden on August 5th, the same day he was reported missing. Carranza's cell phone last pinged in the Mount Pleasant area. Authorities are asking anyone with information to call Greensburg police. The maker of Ozempic is cutting the price nearly in half for some patients. Dr. Celine Gounder is a CBS News medical contributor.
Novo Nordisk has dominated early on with their drugs Ozempic and Wegovy, but now Eli Lilly with their drugs Mounjaro and Zepbound are catching up fast thanks to lower prices and strong supply. So it's really about Novo Nordisk trying to take back market share. Specifically, Novo has said this is targeted at patients with type 2 diabetes who do not have insurance.
So people paying out of pocket can buy Ozempic for $499 per month using GoodRx. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 109 points at 45,021. The Nasdaq down 247 points, and the S&P is down 25. In KDKA Sports, the Pirates have a 1-0 lead going into tonight's ball game with the Blue Jays. Mitch Keller will start for the Bucks. First pitch at 6:40. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. Need a new roof or just want to repair a small leak? Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:03. Time to call ABC Transit at 724-831-8500. Now hiring CDL and van drivers with signing bonuses paid. 77, partly cloudy in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. You want a new physical therapy experience? You want a treatment plan centered on you? Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, is spelled different, because they are different. Monroeville Physical has new technology and an expert staff to give you a personalized experience to get you back to loving your life. Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200. They help me dramatically love physical. Check it out.
If you are new to Medicare and have questions, Aetna can help. Aetna has a Medicare Advantage plan that includes prescription drug coverage with a $0 monthly plan premium. Plus, the plan includes benefits like dental, vision, and hearing. Call Aetna today at 1-833-771-3415 to learn more. A licensed agent will answer your call.
Aetna Medicare is an HMO PPO plan with a Medicare contract. Our DSMPs also have contracts with state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in our plans depends on contract renewal. Plan features and availability may vary by service area.
Feel like everything's clouded by doubt? Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com. Our psychics are available to talk 24/7, and we guarantee if it's not life-changing, it's free. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up, my friend?
All right, what's up, Marty, is we do have some heavy delays in a couple of different spots out and about for the late morning, mid-morning commute, if you will. We do have the Parkway West inbound kind of congested for you right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp before the inbound Fort Pitt tunnels, outbound through the Fort Pitt tunnels, and getting up to the approaches from the Parkway East or the Fort Duquesne Bridge area. You do have a lot of slow-go traffic right now, so add that into your commute. For example, the Parkway East side of things, 376, is slow back as far as 2nd Avenue. Parkway East on the suburban side is slowing for you at Edgewood Swissvale outbound on 376 heading through the Squirrel Hill tunnels in the construction zone by Commercial Street. You're backing up between Bates Street and the Greenfield Bridge overpass. With AAA traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Sunshine mixing with clouds, very warm and more humid for the afternoon, high 88. Partly cloudy, warm and sticky tonight, though 70. There may be a shower or thunderstorm at some point late tonight or tomorrow. Otherwise, clouds and some sun and humid tomorrow, high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, do you remember your dreams? I'm curious. For the most part, I don't. My sis Barb, who I'm going to talk about here in a second, but every morning she would come downstairs and tell us every single moment of a dream. And we went to see her, my son and myself, Vincent and I, to see her at Montefiore. She's been there for 11 days now. We're going to talk about her in a second. And she told us that she had a dream that my son Vincent threw a tomato at her. True story. She remembered every moment as if it just happened. I don't. Sometimes when I'm in the dream, I'm like, this is a dream. I can't wait to wake up, or this is kind of a cool dream. But then when I wake up, I don't remember anything. Is that something? And why do some folks remember their dreams and some don't? Huh? Question for you. Do you folks remember your dreams? 866-391-1020. 866-391-1020. Bethany Hallam, County Councilwoman, sent me a note that I posted. The gentleman downtown in the wheelchair, and that he needs help. What do you think? She's not trying to be a jerk. She's actually trying to help here. What do you think is something we should do? Because I have answers, but what are yours? I think, in essence, Ms. Hallam, they should have go teams. They should have vans identified as go teams. Almost like NATO has in peacekeeping forces. I'm serious. that aren't cops, that don't have like guns and badges, that are intervention specialists, okay? And they hit the streets and they determine through triage, right, what this person needs. You need what? Medical attention. Then we have to have a clinic set up if it's short-term medical attention, and they have to go there for medical attention. We have to have specialists, doctors, counselors in these triage vans. Do we have to find the friggin' money for it? And we have to treat them. So we determine drug addiction, alcohol addiction, mental illness. We have to categorize them as to how we can help them immediately. And if they refuse help, we have to take them to jail, or at least in jail we have some sort of treatment. If we don't, nothing ever changes. So, intervention teams, independent of any entity, almost like United Nations workers in a war zone, identifiable as helpers. So whether they have Narcan, okay, if they're combative, we have to have them arrested and then get them treatment. But we have to have a plan to get them into serious treatment. Like my guy, Brian Clay, arrested 250 times. He has to get into treatment. Has to. And if Bryant won't go into treatment, he has to go to jail. And in jail, there has to be an active treatment program. Period. We can't just say, screw it. Because I've had this discussion with Hallam and others. They find them housing, but they put them in housing and they're still mentally ill. And they're still drug addicted. And they're still alcoholic. And so you just transfer the problem from the street to the house and the house to the neighborhood. And it's horrible for them and the neighbors who are now scared to death because they have drug addicted, alcoholic, mentally ill people in the neighborhood. Sucks. It's stupid and ignorant by definition. What aggravates me are the wokesters, like the Sarah Inamoratos of the world who say she wants to help people, but doesn't do squat about it. Says she's put people in temporary housing, but when she does that, they're still addicted or mentally ill, and so they're 10x as bad as they were, because now they're in the neighborhood, and they're destroying families and scaring the hell out of people. That's what I would do. Today. We're not going to grab these folks and pick them up and throw them in a pile like they're garbage. They're people. We treat pets better. Let's treat them like we would treat puppies. How about that? How about our mantra? Treat them better than we would treat dogs. They'll be okay then. Man, you see the image right now that Patrick has on the stream of a young man on the street. He looks to be dead. What are we going to do with him? Narcan him. And then he walks away from that scene and starts all over again. That's what happens. We got to do better. There has to be a plan. Okay? And it has to happen now. There's not one damn person in this town who steps up and takes that position. They just say, huh? What? We're putting him in housing. No, you're not. And the Second Avenue shelter isn't an answer. They don't get treatment in there, man. Come on, man. Come on. They're allowed to bring their stuff in there, which includes sometimes weapons and drugs. Come on, man. Come on. They got dogs in cages on the street. Come on. The woke left in Pittsburgh says, we're going to help you, and then they don't. You know, we spent $250 million just the county last year, just the county, on mental health treatment, just the county. What good did it do? I don't know. It would seem to me that if we can't get the money from the state or the feds, you go to the rich guys in town, and I know them, and you say, look, let's set up a foundation. We will fund these interventionists, these helpers. We'll buy vans. We'll put them in uniforms. We'll have doctors. We'll have lawyers for them. We'll have experts in drugs and alcohol and mental health, and we'll help them now on the street, get them off the street to a safer place or to jail. And in jail, we'll have a decent program where they can get rehab, My man Brian Clay has never been in rehab in jail. Excuse me. He's never been in rehab in jail. He admits, I'm a drunk and a drug addict. He admits it. He's been arrested 250 times. That's no plan. It's embarrassing as hell. And this county should be ashamed of how we treat people. We treat dogs and cats better. We do. If a cat was in a tree right now, we'd send 70 firefighters. We'd have live coverage for 2 damn days. If a homeless guy is passed out dead on the street, no one gives a crap. Maybe his mother. Maybe, if they can find her. Just saying. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Ellen, what's up?
All right, thanks, Marty. In Richland Township, we do have reports of an accident. This on William Flynn Highway. That's Route 8 near the intersection with Heckert Road. So crews are headed to the scene there, and you'll want to watch out for the slowdowns around that. Certainly slowdowns getting up onto the outbound Fort Pitt Bridge and through that outbound tunnel if you're trying to head to the western suburbs that way at this hour. We are certainly keeping an eye with the PennDOT cameras on what's happening. Things are moving. The outbound Fort Pitt tunnels are open. No obstructions for you there, but just lots of heavy traffic on both the approaches from the Parkway East and the approach from the Fort Duquesne Bridge, so leave extra time there. Parkway West on the inbound ride is slow right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp. Outbound on the Parkway East, you're lining up right after you pass the Bates Street on-ramp before the Squirrel Hill tunnels, and inbound the ride there on 376 slows at Edgewood, Swissvale. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
Hey, friends, my buddy Robert Levin and his team have a Labor Day sale going on now that's packed with incredible savings. Check it out. You get it all with nothing down. Start with an extra 25% off store-wide. Then, save even more on hot buys. Sofas as low as $4.99. Lazy Boy recliners, $3.95. Plus, special financing for 5 full years with no down payments on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. Beat the crowds. Amazing savings. Levin Furniture. Check it out.
Want to avoid a big home repair headache? Call PJ Fitzpatrick to fix the small problems before they become big ones. PJ will come to your home with a complete shop on their truck, and they can fix it all same day. Poorly sealed windows, overflowing gutters, rotted trim, and leaking roofs. This is the time to call the home repair experts at PJ Fitzpatrick. No job too big or too small. Visit them at trustpj.com. With over 40 years of experience, they'll fix it right the first time. Visit trustpj.com and stay off the ladders.
This summer, try the new Strato Frappuccino blended beverage at Starbucks. It's the classic blended iced coffee you know and love, now topped with a creamy layer of handcrafted brown sugar cold foam. Available for a limited time. Your Strato Frappuccino is ready at Starbucks.
Moms and dads, do you wish you could know where your kids' shoes are at all times? Now you can with Skechers' newest Apple AirTag compatible sneakers, Find My Skechers. There's a clever hidden AirTag compartment under the shoe's insole. It's sleek, secure, and your child can't feel or see it. Then you can check where your kids' shoes are on the Find My app. Plus, they're available for boys and girls. Get Find My Skechers at Skechers.com, a Skechers store near you, or wherever kids' shoes are sold. Apple AirTags sold separately.
Having a tough time paying your bills? Learn how to reduce your credit card debt to a fraction of what you owe. Call the Debt Helpline now for free advice. 800-329-9912. 800-329-9912.
An older woman in her 80s with cancer, it's a true story, reached out to me a week and a half ago. Poor thing, her roof is collapsing. I mean, literally collapsing. And she has a baby pool in the house to collect water. And NASCO Roofing's going to put a new roof on our house. It's that kind of company, man. It's that kind of service. It's that kind of commitment. NASCO Roofing. Labor, fantastic. Pricing, fantastic. NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000.
Shorkey Mitsubishi has hot deals that'll be gone in a flash. Check them out. 0% financing for 60 months is back on the 7-passenger Outlander. Or choose the brand new Mirage, already the lowest priced new car on the market. Now take up to $2,000 off MSRP. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 2 years of prepaid maintenance, and $500 more for your trade. Locations in North Huntington and the North Hills, or online at ShorkeyMitsubishi.com. Savings include all applicable factory rebates and dealer discounts. Financing with approved credit. See dealer for complete details on all offers.
wonderful woman named Beth sent me a message. She has cancer, and she's battling that. She has had serious heart problems and breathing problems, and she's battling that. And she hasn't had a furnace that worked in 2 years. The folks at 2D Mechanical heard that and said, that ain't happening. We're getting that fixed. It's what makes 2D Mechanical great. They will go to Beth's home and fix her furniture or replace her furnace. 2D Mechanical, 412-771-4100, 412-771-4100. Man, I love this. It's Marty. Good paying jobs, not just any jobs, jobs that can support your family, great benefits, opportunities for advancement. This is the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, representing construction workers and public sector employees, over 500,000 strong. I love them. Phil Amaris leads this great union. He's one of my boys. He's one of my favorite people on earth. I'm serious. Pennsylvania Laborers District Council. Check them out. laborpa.org. They're powerful. I'm telling you, I love them. I spend just about every night now at UPMC Montefiore with my sister Barb, who is fighting the fight, pancreatic cancer. The greatest nurses, the greatest doctors, the greatest attentive staff I've ever been around. Every single hour, every single staff member dedicated to her fight against the warrior from hell, I call it, pancreatic cancer. UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, so if you go to a hospital and you're seriously ill, or you think you are, let's say you think you have cancer, seriously, and let's say you get a PET scan, which is like the full body thing. It's pretty intense. A CT scan, same. They're all different, but they show different things. But at the end of the day, the point is to determine if you have cancer, and then if you have cancer, it's going to scare the hell out of you. And then to get treatment. But when you find out that you have cancer, or heart disease, or a brain tumor, or liver or kidney failure, and it shows up in a test, you want someone to be there with you who knows this game and how you're going to be treated and how you're going to survive, right? But that's not how it works. In fact, the system sucks. In fact, now the way the system is set up in America because of HIPAA laws, and you folks asked for this, and because of current staffing issues at every hospital in friggin' America. So here's what happens. Marty Griffin goes in for a PET scan, a CT scan, because I have aches and pains in my throat where I had cancer before. Seriously. And Marty Griffin gets a scan, let's say 11 o'clock in the morning, okay? On a Monday. Okay? When do you think, well, Patrick, when you tried this, from the time your wife got scanned to the time she got called, how much time lapsed? In different occasions.
Yeah, before we started finding our records in the app and online, it took days, sometimes more than a week to get an appointment to have that.
Days. And how quickly were you able to see the actual scan?
Within an hour of leaving the hospital.
Right on. So I love him. He's my brother, and his wife's amazing, and she's been through, is it 2 brain tumors? This is all public. I'm not sandbagging my man. We've talked about this on the air many times.
Absolutely, yeah. She's had 2 brain tumors removed. And
when she has a scan, like she has to have one every 6 months.
Yeah, so anyone that has ever gone through cancer or had something recurring, like a tumor or anything of that nature, when it's scan time, your anxiety ramps up because you don't know what you're going to get.
Hell yeah.
You're afraid there's
scares the crap out of you.
Yeah, especially she's had 2 recurrences, and there's still a third one we're dealing with.
And if she has a headache in that area, she thinks, uh-oh, here we go again. And why wouldn't she, right?
Exactly.
So if she goes to get a scan, brain scan, what is it for her? Is it PET scan or CT or what?
It's not a PET scan for her. Yeah. It's an MRI.
Okay, MRI. Let's say she gets it 11 o'clock on a Monday. You can get the results by 1.
Yeah.
You can actually see them.
Yeah, as long as there's a radiologist or whoever that reads the scan at the hospital that relays it then to your medical team, you can get the report from that doctor right away.
And how long before you actually hear from the doctor or see a doctor? Generally,
it's usually a couple days.
Sometimes longer.
Sometimes longer.
And
sometimes
for some
a week or two.
some folks, it's been weeks.
Yeah.
My sister gets a PET scan and a CT scan that shows that her cancer is spreading. Who finds that out? She does. She does. By looking online. I think that's just obnoxious, and I think it's ridiculous. And I get that we have the right to our information. But, man, is that the way to find out that your life's about to explode? Honey, come over here. We found a brain tumor. Dear, looks like your cancer spread. I could give you 1,000 stories of people crying and begging me to get through to someone at the hospital, to have someone reach out to them about the scan they just read. And they don't have an appointment for a month. It's gross. It's borderline malpractice, malfeasance. And, most of the doctors I know 1,000% agree. They say, Marty, this sucks, but it's the law. But what happens is, because there aren't as many people to help you, nurses, assistants, doctors, therapists, technology is way the hell ahead of your appointment. And so then you are sitting there alone with your cell phone, looking at a picture on a scan that appears to be a tumor that appears to be in your brain. And you can't get your doctor because no one's answering at the office. And you don't have an appointment for 2 weeks. This is real. And it's real life. And it happens every friggin' day. And it sucks. And I've expressed my angst to doctors across the country. And they all agree. And they all say the same thing. You're right. We're ordered to do this. Man, there has to be a better way. Because then you could read the scan wrong. Duh. Is this a tumor? Is this cancer? Is this an obstruction? Am I dying? Am I living? I don't know. Am I freaking out? Hell yeah. There has to be a better way.
Vitone's Music Center in Greensburg is about personal service to their customers. Schedule a personal appointment with owner Tony Vitone and look at their huge selection. Tremendous savings on all Kawai Grands, uprates, hybrids, digital pianos. Huge selection of used pianos, including Yamaha, Kawai, Youngshang, and more. Visit Western Pennsylvania's longest continuously operating piano store. New pianos in stock. They offer delivery service, financing, trade-ins. Vitone's Music Center, Route 30 minutes from the Turnpike. Call 724-837-0877.
As we grow older, we all need a little more help. That's why the elder law firm of Julian Gray Associates has a full-time social worker on staff to help you with challenges that lie ahead. To arrange a no-obligation consultation, please visit grayelderlaw.com and grow old with us.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
If you're turning 65 this year, review your Medicare Part C options now. You need to know the difference between Advantage plans versus supplement plans. Contact locally owned and operated Need Part C today for a free consultation. That's Need Part C. Beat the annual enrollment rush. NeedPartC.com.
From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 77 and partly cloudy at 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A billionaire businessman has emerged as a serious contender to buy the Penguins. That's according to a report by Elliot Friedman of Sportsnet, who says David Hoffman is trying to buy the team for $1.75 billion. Forbes estimates Hoffman is worth $2 billion and owns a company that operates dozens of businesses and also a minor league hockey team in Florida. Earlier this summer, reports said former Pens owners Mario Lemieux and Ron Burkle were interested in buying the team back from Fenway Sports Group. Friedman's report says, however, their offer wasn't big enough. The city of Washington's Rally on Main has been canceled after a bar was targeted and attacked by a motorcycle club. The city announced Monday afternoon the bike show was canceled due to an unfortunate event over the weekend. And in a social media post, 40 Bar and Grill said the establishment was hit by a brutal and unprovoked attack by a motorcycle club Saturday night. Several bartenders and guests hid in the basement during the chaos. Out now, it's a survey from Lightspeed Commerce on U.S. dining trends. Nearly a third of the 1,000 people questioned say they've left a restaurant before ordering due to long wait times. A fifth of them say they've left because the staff was rude. Adariam Sides, Lightspeed Senior VP of Hospitality, has the most surprising result.
44% of the adults that we surveyed admitted to ordering off of the kids' menu for themselves.
And a growing trend was uncovered in the polling. Over half of those surveyed say they dine out solo. Air Canada flights from Pittsburgh to Toronto will resume soon. The airline says it has an agreement with flight attendants to end a strike that started over the weekend, affecting about 130,000 travelers daily. Flights will start to resume this evening, but the airline says full restoration may take a week or more. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 95 points at 45,007. The Nasdaq down 210 points. The S&P is down 18. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:31. Our next update at noon. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
Hi, this is Larry Richard letting you know that your next adventure starts with the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. Right now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Bowser Hyundai, get away with 0% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on the 25 Santa Fe. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance and are backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $2,999 total due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends August 31st. Now that's the power of Bowser.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser.
BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Carlos is my man from Greater Pitt Tree Service. I mean, we're good friends. He's done trees in our yard, trees in my neighbors' yards, trees in family members' yards. Why? Best in the business. Best pricing, best labor, best professional service I've ever seen in my life. He's on a job right now, and he does free jobs for World War II veterans. Amazing, amazing man. Greater Pitt Tree Service, 412-884-TREE, 412-884-TREE.
Wondering why your meds cost so much, even with insurance? Or maybe your pharmacy shut down, and now you don't know where to go. I'm Kyle from Blueberry Pharmacy. We do things differently. No insurance needed, no surprises. Just the real cost of your medication, plus a small, transparent dispensing fee. It's called Cost Plus Pricing, and it's how pharmacy should work. Anyone can use us with or without insurance. We ship across Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and Florida. Call 412-612-2279 or visit blueberrypharmacy.com. Blueberry Pharmacy, Pittsburgh's only 5-star pharmacy.
Hey, friends, my buddy Robert Levin and his team have a Labor Day sale going on now that's packed with incredible savings. Check it out. You get it all with nothing down. Start with an extra 25% off store-wide. Then save even more on hot buys. Sofas as low as $4.99. Lazy Boy recliners, $3.95. Plus, special financing for 5 full years with no down payments on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. Beat the crowds. Amazing savings. Levin Furniture. Check it out. I spend just about every night now at UPMC Montefiore with my sister Barb, who is fighting the fight, pancreatic cancer. The greatest nurses, the greatest doctors, the greatest attentive staff I've ever been around. Every single hour, every single staff member dedicated to her fight against the warrior from hell, I call it, pancreatic cancer. UPMC, life-saving, life-changing information.
We could tell you what makes Giant Eagle special, but we think our customers say it best.
I love the fresh produce. I love the fresh meat.
I'm pretty sure the fish guy knows me by now. We're buds.
I love to grill. That alone keeps me coming back.
The people that work here are so nice and so helpful.
Everybody loves the cakes from Giant Eagle.
On every shelf, in every department, we're always going for better because being your Giant Eagle matters.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
This is my Giant Eagle.
Welcome to PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. What's up, my friend Ellen?
All right, Marty, we have a couple of accidents on the roster right now. That one continues to be a problem, and crews are continuing to work with it in Richland Township on Route 8, William Flynn Highway at the intersection with Heckard Road. And then we also have an accident in Bridgeville on Bank Street at Lesnett Road. So crews are working there. No accidents in your way on the Parkway West, but heavy traffic backing you right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp on the inbound ride, the outbound ride toward the western suburbs or the airport. A good one right now. Parkway East outbound, though, backs up at the Bates Street on-ramp before the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Inbound, you have congestion greeting you at Edgewood, Swissvale. With AAA traffic, I'm Edlin Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Sunshine and some clouds, very warm and rather humid for the rest of today with a high of 88. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight. Perhaps a shower or thunderstorm late, low 70. For tomorrow, humid with clouds, some sun, and a shower or thunderstorm in the area, high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, big show. Join us today, Washington Wild Things Park, Wiener 100. Yes, it's happening. Wiener dogs running all over the place. Big show on location down in Washington, 2 to 6, and that dog race is going to be fantastic. Colin Dunlap here, KDK.
People slay me. I got lectured in the break. I find this to be fascinating. Diane is offended when I say hell on air. So we're talking about mass shootings. We talk about folks dying on the streets. We talk about kids being abused. We talk about the war, killing children. And this woman, the snoot, says, I turn the radio off when you say hell. Really, lady? Really? Good luck to you. As my dear friend Popeye would say, I am what I am. Can you imagine? So this morning she heard me compliment someone saying, I admire the hell out of him. That forced her to turn the radio off. Bye-bye. See ya. Won't miss you. No, ma'am. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You're a hell of a lady for being such a prude. My next guest is a hell of a doctor and a hell of a man, and I call him a hell of a legend. Marianne. I reached out actually to one of my boys and one of my favorite doctors because I knew he would kind of relate to this. And I wanted his opinion on this because what happens, look, tech's cool, man. Technology's badass. And I think it's amazing that I can get a CT scan, and I get them like every year now. And Patrick's wife gets MRIs, what is it, every 6 months because she's had brain tumors. And I've had cancer, so you want to see what's coming back. However, it kind of freaks you out. And the truth of the matter is, I just don't like it. I don't like that. My sis says, my pancreatic cancer is spreading. How do you know that, honey? Well, I'm looking here at my CT scan. Damn! I'm not angry at the doctors. They're amazing. I'm angry at the way this plays out, and I had to ask someone I trust. Doc, good morning, Dr. McIsaac. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Marty?
You're a hell of a man, doctor.
You are too, buddy. Thanks for giving me a call. I'd love to chat about this subject.
And you're a hell of a doctor, too. Hey, so my boy Patrick, his wife's had 2 brain tumors, and there's a third one kind of lurking. And when she gets an MRI, she sees the scan and hears about it from her husband about 7 days before they hear from a doctor. I hate that.
Correct.
I hate it. Hate. What do you say?
Marty, I say I hate it, and I think most doctors hate it as well. Exactly. Because I can tell you how many times results have gone straight into patient's portal, and if it is something bad, obviously they're really, really scared, and they want to talk to you right away. But, you know, there's a lot of context that you have to kind of get from the report that's just not in the impression and plan. So you have to read through the whole report as a doctor. Then you might have to look a couple things up or, you know, look at their history, correlate it. But it's not a matter of just like reading the report and calling them 2 minutes later. I mean, there's work that goes into interpreting a report and making it relatable to patients. So number one, if you're already dealing with something bad, a difficult diagnosis, like you mentioned, your friend's wife, that's really scary, and it's really, really hard to get a doctor on the phone right away. Second of all, it sets off the panic button, Marty, for so many people when the medical terminology is so complex. It is. When you're reading CT scans and MRIs and the anatomy and references, like you have to be a doctor to really interpret it. So people read normal results all the time and call my office in a panic and talk to one of the girls in my office, and they're like, oh, my God, I saw my CT. It shows this. And the girls will be like, hey, we didn't even get the report yet. The doctor hasn't even read it. So it sets off this widespread panic. So whether there's something wrong and it's identified or whether there's something not wrong, either way, patients are panicked because they're getting this. And, you know, for a lot of them, it's super confusing.
Hey, Patrick mentioned this, and sometimes what you see and then what the doctor sees and then what the oncologist might see or the radiologist are all different, right?
Well, exactly. Like the doc said, you know, when you look at the history and you go back and look at other scans, you may have a different interpretation than what the radiologist that just looked at that one scan.
It's horrible, and it's frightening as hell. And by the way, this isn't the doc's fault. This is the system. This is HIPAA. Now you have to give everyone everything so you can scare the hell out of them before they even talk to someone who knows what it is. It's frightening, Doc. Is it not?
It is. And, you know, I don't like it. I talk to most docs that don't like it because they run into the same thing. And then, so say, and I do concierge medicine, Marty, where I, you know, kind of have a limited number of patients and I spend like an hour with them at a time. Even in that format, it's hard for me to get the result in that day, interpret it, look at old scans, talk to the radiologist, maybe bounce it off a specialist, and then get the patient scheduled to go over it. So they're looking at least 24 to 48 hours of going down a rabbit hole with Google. So, like, because Google's doom and gloom. Dr. Google has you pretty much dead all the time.
You're dead.
Yeah, you know, so they read this stuff and they get really scared and they can't sleep. But I only see a limited number of patients. I only see like 8 people a day, and I see them all for an hour. And even in that format, it takes me 24 to 48 hours to get the report, do all the legwork that has to go into like giving an accurate interpretation of it. I don't even know how the doctors that work in the health systems that are seeing 30, 35 people a day are dealing with that. I mean, it has, and you know, as a doctor, you want to get to people as soon as you can, but their concern level is so high that they become panicked, and it's totally understandable. I think, you know what happened, I think, Marty, and I don't know this for a fact, but I would have to assume in talking to other doctors that somewhere along the line, the legal teams at the health systems are like, look, we have less liability if we put it out there and everybody can read everything, but it kind of defeats the purpose because patients want to know what their family doctor or the ordering doctor, if it's a specialist, thinks about that study in the context of their overall health and what it means to them. And like Patrick said, the imaging is just a snapshot in time at that moment.
Plus, Doc, you got a bunch of amateurs. Hey, come over here and look at Uncle Marty's cancer. Seriously. It's gross.
Oh, absolutely.
It's gross.
Everybody weighs in on it. Everybody weighs in on it. And it gets people more fired up. And it really, I don't think it's a good system. I think it's designed for some legal reason that, you know, but it really scares a lot of patients. It puts doctors in a hard position to try and put out as many fires as they can. And even in a practice like mine, where I don't see a lot of people, I mean, it takes time. So I can only imagine in the health system, if you called Marty and you're like, I got my MRI this morning, it shows this, this, and this, and you spoke to a nurse, there's pretty much zero chance the doctor's going to be able to get back to you within even a couple days.
Right on. Hey, Doc, someone told me that, and I can't find this, you can click off on this and refuse to take this info. Is that true? I don't know that.
You know, none of my patients have shared that with me yet.
I can't find it either. Okay.
Yeah, and no one has told me that is an option within, you know, like if we're talking about the main portals with like AHN and UPMC, I've not heard that from any other doctors or any patients.
And by the way, this is Dr. Dave McIsaac. Every doc I know hates this. Hates it.
It's awful. Yeah, I mean, it really, really creates a lot of patient panic and fear, and understandably so.
Hell yes.
And as doctors, we want to comfort them and do that, but we have to review the records and put it in the correct clinical context before we can tell them what it is. So, you know, when you get an MRI or a CT, Marty, as you know from your medical history going through it, I mean, these are complicated reports.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Doc.
I mean, it's not, you know, it's different if it's like, okay, I twisted my ankle, is it broken or is it not? That's one thing.
Exactly.
But when you're dealing with advanced imaging studies, it's a whole thing. And yeah, in general, I hate it and most doctors hate it.
You want to know what's wild? I was in the X-ray center. I get my foot X-rayed every week. I have broken toes. And the guy takes the X-ray and he's looking at it. And I said, can I see it? He goes, nope, no, let us show you. It's so weird. He says, if I show you, I'll get fired. I said, if I can go to my car and look at it, yeah, that's cool. Here we go.
I know, yes. So they have it set up now where the techs are really, really not allowed to give much insight on it if they see something good or bad, because there's been times where patients have complained that the tech said, oh, everything looks pretty good to me, and then the radiologist sees something, and then the patient's upset that the tech misled them that it was a normal study.
Dr. Dave McIsaac, the legend. You're a hell of a man, Doc.
You are too, Marty. I hope that foot's healing up, man.
It is, brother. Thanks, Doc. You're the man. Thank you.
Talk to you.
He's a hell of a doctor and does a hell of a job and is a hell of a practice and is a hell of a family man. There's a point to what I'm doing, obviously. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser, to a hell of a traffic reporter, Ellen Gable. What's up?
Why, thank you, sir. And we don't have too many delays out there for you, but the ones we have are rather notable. The Parkway East on the outbound side is backing up at the Bates Street on-ramp before the Squirrel Hill tunnels. Yeah, the crews are working till about 2 p.m. today, and right now that means you have about 1.5 miles of delay to get through that single-lane traffic pattern. The inbound side is slow for you at Edgewood Swissvale. Parkway West inbound still kind of heavy, backing right around the Parkway Center Mall on-ramp before the Fort Pitt tunnels. You have some slow traffic getting up onto the lower deck of the Fort Pitt Bridge, heading outbound through the tunnels. An accident in Richland Township in the final stages of clearing on Route 8, William Flynn Highway at Heckert Road. Also one in the final stages of clearing in Bridgeville on Bank Street at Lesnett Road. With AAA Traffic, I'm Ellen Gamble on 100.1 FM at AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey folks, it's Marty. Voss TV and Appliance has a huge selection of big brand names and prices you'll love. Third-generation family business. Rick, Matt, the entire Voss team provides meaningful service that actually serves. They answer phones, show up on time, and truly care about their customers. It's old-school service that matters, and you won't find it anywhere else. Visit Voss's South Hills showroom today. 412-65. It's matters anywhere else. South Hills 2650 Voss. 412-650 Voss. Love them. The lowest prices guaranteed.
Hey, this is Lisa. You'll only find me at Nest Expressions Window Fashions in Wexford. Blind shades, shutters, and draperies are my passion. Call me 724-933-5500. NestExpressions.com.
Hearing the news every day is one thing. Hearing it hit home is something altogether different. That's the difference you hear every day on KDKA Radio. We go beyond the benign headlines and bring the news to life, your life. So stay here and hear the news and what a difference it makes. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
All right, Patrick, you ate at Hofstad's about a week ago. How good was it?
Amazing.
Right?
Delicious.
And he's a food snob. So add to that, Hofstad's has prime rib Mondays. My boy, the restaurant king, JK. Prime rib Mondays, Hofstad's. Dry rubbed, slow roasted, hand carved prime rib with au jus. I love saying that. Au jus. 2 sides. Mondays, Hofstad's. Oakmont, 4 to 9. Prime rib, brothers and sisters. Go for it.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi from 93.7 The Fan for the Power of Bowser. Your next adventure starts with the all-new redesigned Hyundai Palisade from Bowser Hyundai. Right now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Bowser Hyundai, get away with 0% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on a 2025 Palisade. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance and are backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. $29.99 total due at signing. With credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends August 31st.
Well, that's the power of Bowser. Yeah.
Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. The Grant Bar and Lounge in Millville has been listed for sale with an asking price of $1.5 million. A representative for the business has confirmed the listing is accurate and the operations will remain as usual for the time being. The 114 Grant Avenue space first opened as the Bennett Hotel in the 1880s. The building was then purchased by the Rambazurka family in 1926 and renamed the Grant Bar and Lounge in 1933. More than 90 years later, the 138-seat restaurant and bar has been listed for sale. Included in the listing are all the cooking equipment and the property's liquor license. The property also includes 2 upstairs levels, and listing notes it could serve as a rental property or Airbnb. Also, amid what's been a long stall in office market sales, sources indicate that a major downtown office tower will soon have a new owner. The building is Liberty Center, more officially known as the Federated Hermes Tower at Liberty Center, the office and retail component of a larger complex that also includes the 616-room Westin Convention Center Hotel. Owner CBRE Investment Management put the property up for sale a little more than 2 years ago in June of 2023, listing it with the Pittsburgh office of JLL. It still remains to be determined who the buyer might be. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to PittsburghBusinessTimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I don't know, man. It's the great debate, right? The great debate. Access. Everyone wants access to all their medical information. Until they have access to all the medical information, they don't want access to it because it scares the hell out of them. I think it sucks. I'm an idiot. And I know I'm an idiot. But what happens is, there's too many people out there that are internet doctors, so they think that, yeah, I'll look at your scan. Yeah, I'll tell you what's going on. Yeah, you have cancer. Here's the tumor. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll go to lunch now. And the other thing the doc said that was spot on, the medical ease, the ridiculous, it's all medical ease. I don't know it. I watch all the medical shows. And I've been there, man. I had the MRIs and the CT scans and all the PET scans, and my sister's in the middle of the worst nightmare of my life, to be honest. So I'm not going to get angry about that at this moment, but I'm not angry at anyone but life itself. And I think that doctors are overwhelmed trying to save lives, and they don't have time to look. They got, like the doc said, they got 30, 40 patients. A CT scan comes in at 9. You can read it at 10. Okay. Oh, look, a brain tumor. Oh, wow, the Widowmaker's blocked again. Seriously. Just ignorant, man. And half of it, we don't know what it is. So, like he said, man, like the good doc said, McIsaac, you end up in the rabbit hole. Panicked. And using Patrick's wonderful wife, Beth, as an example, so she'll have headaches. And what happens is, because I've been there, I would start getting pains in the same area where I had pains when I had cancer, and I'm thinking, I got cancer again. Go in for a scan, look at the scan. There's something odd on the scan. Look, honey, something weird's on the scan. And then you wait for the damn call 4 days later. Or she has a headache, and you wait for the doc 7 days later. Sucks. But we all wanted access to our medical information. Now we got it, and now we're scared. And that genie ain't going back in the bottle. Just saying. And I don't like it. And I don't like it. Just don't. And I don't like it. Just don't.
The KDKA mobile news fleet is driven by Jim Shorkey Kia, North Huntington and Wexford. JimShorkeyKia.com.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
80 with partly cloudy skies at 12 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The day after hosting President Zelensky and other European leaders at the White House about ending the war in Ukraine, President Trump told Fox News this morning the plan now is setting up a meeting with Zelensky and Russian leader Vladimir Putin.
Let them meet. You know, they haven't been exactly best friends. They haven't gotten along very well.
And if that works out, Mr. Trump says he'll join the two for a trilateral meeting.
I hope President Putin is going to be good. And if he's not, it's going to be a rough situation.
And about Zelensky?
He has to show some flexibility also.
Mr. Trump said yesterday the U.S. supports European security guarantees for Ukraine. Hurricane Erin is forcing evacuations along North Carolina's Outer Banks. It's forecast to whip up waves and winds. Even though the Category 3 storm will turn away from the eastern U.S., it won't make landfall. CBS meteorologist David Parkinson says conditions will be dangerous at the coast.
Waves that are 6 to 12 to 16 feet high, depending where you are. I think the worst impact area is right in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, but doesn't matter if you are in South Carolina or Delaware, Florida, or Long Island, you will be seeing impacts from Hurricane Erin, especially as we go into the middle of the week.
Coastal flooding expected to start today and continue through Thursday at the Outer Banks. Now that she's announced her campaign for governor in 2026, Pennsylvania State Treasurer Stacey Garrity says there's a long road ahead.
It's very early in the process, but what I plan to do is continue to, build non-traditional bipartisan coalitions, continue to travel the state, continue to, be the best treasurer that I can be at.
On the Big K Morning Show, Garrity said she's seeking the Republican nomination to challenge Governor Josh Shapiro because, in her words, the state is going in the wrong direction. Allegheny Health Network is reporting record-breaking enrollment at 2 schools of nursing. Here's News Radio KDKA's Paul Alexander.
West Penn and Bloomfield and Citizens in Tarentum have a new record of 355 students in attendance. HN's Director of Nursing, Amy Stoker, said in a release that their favorable instructor-to-student ratio, combined with the commitment to innovative nursing education, is attracting top talent and addressing the critical need for qualified nurses in the region. The full-time students in the program receive 22 months of classroom learning and hands-on clinical experiences. The part-time program has grown 125% year over year. Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
A Butler City staple is opening a second location in Cranberry Township. Butler Donut Connection announced on social media it is opening Cranberry Donut Connection on August 25th. The new location on Route 228 will offer a similar menu to the Butler store. Both locations are owned by Nonprofit Development Corporation. On Wall Street, the Dow is now up 7 points at 44,919. The Nasdaq is down 214 points, and the S&P is down 24. In KDKA Sports, the Pirates have a 1-0 lead going into tonight's ball game with the Blue Jays. Mitch Keller starts for the Bucks, and first pitch is at 6:40. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. 45 years of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 12:03. Time to call ABC Transit at 724-831-8500. Now hiring CDL and van drivers with signing bonuses paid. 80 degrees now, partly cloudy skies in Pittsburgh. The AccuWeather forecast is next.
It's Marty. Check this out, folks. We have a resource right here in Pittsburgh. Helps people through all things Medicare. They make it simple. Your best options, and they don't cost you anything, ever. This is what makes MediConnect the top-rated firm in our region for guidance with your health care. Your insurance company treats you like an actuarial number. MetaConnect treats you like the priority. 888-818-6334. MetaConnectInsurance.com.
Get ready to go bananas at the Robindale Great American Banana Split Celebration, presented by Dole Foods and Giant Eagle Markets, August 23rd and 24th in downtown Latrobe. Enjoy live music on 2 stages, a climbing wall, and tons of activities. Savor delicious local foods and, of course, authentic banana splits. Special guests Punxsutawney Phil and the Pittsburgh Mobile Glass Blowing Unit Saturday afternoon. Gene the Werewolf headlines Saturday night on the Robindale stage. And prepare to be amazed by the Hawaiian Fire Show Sunday. For a full schedule and more activities, visit bananasplitfest.com.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Hi, it's Lynn Hayes Freeland. You know, 90th anniversaries are a big deal. That's why AARP is joining forces with Social Security to celebrate its 90th anniversary. So what does that mean to you? Well, there are going to be free events throughout the area where you can win some prizes, learn more about Social Security, and find out what AARP is doing to help you. So how do you get more information? It's real simple. Go to aarp.org/local.
Larry Richard with Andy Emrine from EV True Value. Sniper, perfect time of the year for this great product.
Absolutely, Larry. It's germ season. You're sending your kids back to school, college, grade school. You got to use Sniper. You got to keep your family safe and healthy. Hospital-grade disinfectant kills all the germs, whether it's on the desk, the notebooks, your roommate. It works. It kills those germs.
Simply spray and walk away. Get it at participating True Value hardware stores or online at disinfectwithsniper.com.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Sunshine and some clouds, very warm and rather humid for the rest of today with a high of 88. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight. Perhaps a shower or thunderstorm late, low 70. For tomorrow, humid with clouds, some sun, and a shower or thunderstorm in the area, high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Here's a harsh fact. 40% of women and almost 20% of men suffer from varicose or spider veins. And if you think this is just a cosmetic problem, think again. Varicose or spider veins, if left untreated, can lead to swollen or discolored legs, cramping, the inability to stand or walk, neuropathy, even worse, blood clots, which can travel to other parts of your body. But here's the good news. Advanced Medical Vein Treatment Centers offers plans that treat and cure the condition, not just cover up. Grab your phone, take down this number, and call 800-587-1248. That's 800-587-1248. When you call, you'll get free information on how you can live your life to the fullest again. Walk, exercise, sleep well. Your vein problems will not go away on their own, and in time can lead to major health issues. Call Advanced Medical Vein today for free information on fast and easy solutions that are covered by most insurance plans, Medicare included. Call 800-587-1248. That's 800-587-1248 today.
August is Pet Appreciation Month. Get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned, starting at just $129 plus 15% off pet odor treatments and take $50 off air duct cleaning. Book online at ZeroResPGH.com.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Marianne shut the radio off. She said that I'm too vulgar. Marianne said that it's not effective because I say hell too much. Like I said this morning, I admire the hell out of him. And then she used or an invective, which is a nice word. I like invective. What the hell are we doing? Marianne says the swearing is boring. You should see when I get in F-bomb mode, Marianne. That's really dull. Marianne, if the worst thing in your day is that I say, what the hell are you doing, or admire the hell out of him, if that troubles you, You know what? You might need Jesus. Or a couple donuts. Or something. A lottery ticket. Ticket Nick doesn't mind if I swear, do you, Nick?
Not at all, Marty.
My man Nick is in a business where if men don't swear, they're not in that business. Right, Nick?
There is some creative language.
Ticket Nick is the greatest ticket broker in America and one of my boys, and I love him to death. And just sitting there talking to him is a pleasure. He's a great man. So, before we get into what happened yesterday, I wanted to mention something. Because he kind of has a vibe for what things would cost, what entertainment would cost. And Nick, I'm reading all over the place that Taylor Swift is talking about doing a residency or a series of concerts at the Sphere. The buzz out there that you're hearing from insiders is that, what do they think the starting price might be? Face value, sir, for that kind of ticket for Taylor Swift.
Rumor is $5,000 a ticket.
$5,000. Have you ever heard of a face value of $5,000 before it gets to the secondary market? Ever, sir?
No.
Never. And
there's rumors, Marty, that she could be the halftime show of the Super Bowl too. And if that's the case,
woo! Look
out.
But because that'll jack up the price of Super Bowl tickets 10x, won't it?
Maybe not 10x, but I mean, people are trying to catch orders right now at like 6,200.
What?
I could to get in the door. I could see that touching 8,500
for one ticket to get in the door.
I could,
just based on rumor that she might do the halftime show.
Yeah, I think we could see an uptick of people trying to protect themselves.
That's amazing, Nick. I love him because he's so smart about this and so honest. We've talked about this, and then I sat with Mark Anderson, one of the muckety-mucks here who knows everything about concerts. And I've had this talk with you, Nick. Entertainment, high-end events are no longer affordable to the middle class, are they, sir? Are they?
No.
No. What happened? What happened, brother? Because you know very well, more than anyone. What happened?
I mean, I think some of it is, artists trying to catch up from being off tour during COVID. Some of it is smaller venues, bigger acts. And the other piece of that pie, and that we've touched on, is sometimes the venue and the artist have agreements with a rights management company, so they're buying allotments of tickets before they even go on sale, and they try to maximize profit, and that is a practice that has started, pretty much post-COVID. It was definitely available pre-COVID, but it's become very popular.
Taylor Swift is a new adjective. You got swifted, or it's a swifter. She has changed the dynamic of entertainment forever. When she went on tour, this Eras tour, billions, Nick, no exaggeration, billions of online requests to try and buy her tickets, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like nothing you've ever seen.
No, I don't know if I'll ever see it again. I mean, I may see it one more time with her, but that's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing. It's lightning in a bottle.
So I have him here because he's the guru and he knows this stuff and he's honest as hell. So the FTC cracked down on this ticket reseller, suggesting that they were selling tickets at a markup, and they were in essence circumventing the system by establishing countless different accounts, including fake or purchased accounts. What was happening there, Nick, that you know?
There's a lot that still needs to come out, but it looks like they were trying to beat the system or create an unfair advantage, and they were successful with it. I'm more curious about how they were able to do so, because Taylor Swift, for her show, had a verified fan.
Oh.
So from some of the things that I'm reading, it looks like, they paid individuals to create accounts, and they took those accounts over.
So, according to Reuters, this investment group used 50 different accounts to purchase nearly 300 tickets and evade the 6-ticket purchase limit. Just for perspective, 300 Taylor Swift tickets sold for this kind of concert today is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, right?
Absolutely.
This isn't.
I mean, when Taylor Swift was here.
Go ahead.
No, when Taylor Swift was here, people calling me to sell seats, fans that had seats that they wanted to sell. They would hang up on me if I didn't offer $2,500 or more.
Wow. I had seats. We had seats that we bought at face value. What the hell were they, Nick? Were they $500? I forget now. $400?
No, they were less than $500.
Okay.
But they were like $250, right?
Okay, and then the day of the concert when my girls were going with my wife, I saw those seats for $6,000. It's that crazy, isn't it?
It was insane.
Can you hang, brother?
I can.
There's a lot more to this. I find it fascinating, the demand. I find it fascinating, the games. But one thing that stands out with Nick, because he's so honest and so smart about this, is that whether you like this or not, regular folks are out. Out. You hear what he just said, Patrick? To get into the Super Bowl right now, they're estimating $6,200. One seat. One. It's insane.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
I'm with Rocco Florio of AirPro Heating and Cooling, a trusted HVAC company that carries quality Bryant products and serves the entire Pittsburgh area. Rocco, what's up on prices for furnaces and air conditioning equipment?
Larry, it's best for people to purchase now, as equipment prices are going up in the coming months. AirPro takes pride in our prices. We are lower than the competition and provide financing options and long warranties.
Call AirPro Heating and Cooling today at 800-749-0642. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Enjoy breakfast with the Schmutzers this Sunday at 9 a.m. The owners from Metropolitan Window Company join Rob Pratt to discuss Metropolitan's exclusive Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows. Learn more about the fiberglass window difference this Sunday at 9 a.m. Vitone's Music Center in Greensburg is about personal service to their customers. Schedule a personal appointment with owner Tony Vitone and look at their huge selection. Tremendous savings on all Kawai Grands, uprates, hybrids, digital pianos. Huge selection of used pianos, including Yamaha, Kawai, Youngchang, and more. Visit Western Pennsylvania's longest continuously operating piano store. New pianos in stock. They offer delivery service, financing, trade-ins. Vitone's Music Center, Route 30 minutes from the Turnpike. Call 724-837-0877.
Wonderful woman named Beth sent me a message. She has cancer, and she's battling that. She has had serious heart problems and breathing problems, and she's battling that. And she hasn't had a furnace that worked in 2 years. The folks at 2D Mechanical heard that and said, that ain't happening. We're getting that fixed. It's what makes 2D Mechanical great. They will go to Beth's home and fix her furniture or replace her furnace. 2D Mechanical, 412-771-4100, 412-771-4100.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
This Labor Day weekend, we're celebrating Bob's Discount Furniture's 200th store milestone with the entire Bob's family across the country. For more than 30 years, we've believed everyone deserves the home they love. That's why we brought our everyday low prices on furniture, mattresses, and more to over 200 locations from coast to coast and counting. Not to mention free treats for the whole family in our cafes. Celebrate Bob's Discount Furniture's 200 store milestone this Labor Day weekend.
Oh, my Bob. Hello, this is Sarah Botkin, president of Botkin Family Wealth Management, where I work with my dad Les and my brother Lester. If you've heard Dad talking about his previous career as a PGA golf pro, you know I grew up in a golf family. My very first job at age 15 was a caddy. Yep, I was the only girl caddy at Nevillewood. I made $30 a round, and I got to watch a lot of golfers, their swing, their attitudes, and their reactions. The best players were those who remained focused no matter what happened. They never got too excited by a great hole or too rattled by a bad shot or an unlucky break. Investing holds the same principles. A market downturn can be upsetting, but staying calm is the key to success. At Botkin Family Wealth Management, we help you keep emotions out of your investment decisions so that you can stay focused on what you want to accomplish. Dad and I are certified financial planners, and Lester is a chartered financial analyst. We work as a team, your team. Learn more at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
CBS Eye on Veterans from connectingvets.com. Special Forces veteran Matt Bowman shares details about the power of a new app, Autobiographer. It uses the power of AI to enable everyone to document and preserve their life story forever.
We've designed it so that you can have a conversation with your biographer, just a one-click button to start an interview, and the biographer will lead you places. So if I don't know what I want to talk about, but I want to make progress towards my biography, the biographer is great at finding biographical details, but then deepening into a story about me learning to ski as a kid or whatever that is. Or you can direct it. I could say, you know, I don't really feel like talking about skiing right now, but there's something I really want to say to my son.
Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Progressive can help you protect your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, ATV, and RV, and more. And if something wasn't mentioned that you had in mind, find out if it can be covered at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE, because it probably can be.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I don't mind artists making money. I think they deserve that right. I don't pay exorbitant prices for anything like that. I just don't believe in it. We don't have that kind of money, but people do. People mortgage stuff. They put insane amounts of money on credit cards to get a ticket to Taylor Swift for their daughter. I just don't think that way. I'll just tell them, you're staying home, man. And the game has changed so dramatically that the middle class is cut out of these events. I applaud the FTC for going after some of these folks. And what they did was they sued this ticket reseller for evading purchase limits to buy thousands of tickets to live events, including Taylor's Eras Tour, and resell them at markup. The FTC says they use thousands of Ticketmaster accounts, including fake or purchased accounts. Wow. For one concert, the FTC says this investment group used 49 different accounts to purchase 273 tickets and evade a 6-ticket purchase limit. Ticket Nick makes his living selling tickets. You don't believe that? I mean, it sounds like they're trying to shut down the secondary market. You don't feel that's fair, do you?
We've been under attack for quite some time.
You have.
And, I mean, you have bad apples in every industry. And, I mean, we've talked countless times, Marty, on, the way I feel we should operate, and there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and you just keep going about it until you hit a bump in the road.
But there are people out there trying to game the system all day long because there's billions of dollars involved. Fair?
Oh, absolutely fair. And I mean, the industry's so competitive, and it's a small network of people across the country. And, you may have friends in the industry, but they're not really friends. I mean, I mean, no one's going to say that they were trying to do this. I mean, because, you have guys like us that just think, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, and somebody wants that edge. And, I mean, I can tell you on game days, people are undercutting each other. I can watch the broker-to-broker boards, and they're undercutting each other by $1. So that just tells you how competitive it can be.
The electronic aspect of this, does it make it easier for the FTC to track down the bad guys?
Maybe. I don't know what all the evidence that they have.
Yeah.
I heard that they had started this prior to the announcement that Kid Rock and Trump had in the Oval Office. So, I mean, clearly they have been doing some things for quite some time. And, we'll see where the cards fall. But, they're using the Bots Act.
Yes.
Which, from my understanding, it was not automatically purchasing the seats. So that is not technically a bot. So, I mean, did they have an unfair advantage? It clearly seems that way.
So hold on, Nick, before we move on. So this Bots Act, this is a Trump thing, suggesting that you can't use automated software or bots to sell tickets.
Correct.
And their intention, this is a quote, "We intend to use the Bots Act to shut down the entire secondary market." Whoa, that's big, is it not?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, that's how I make my living.
Right. They want to shut you down.
Yeah, and I understand why with the optics of this scenario, but the majority of seats on a day-to-day basis are below face value.
Hold on.
I mean, do you
By
think
the way, this is so relevant. This is so relevant. So I'm sitting at this luncheon with Mark Anderson. He's a big shot here in the station group. And it's funny that Nick should say this because I said, man, the middle class can't go to big concert anymore. I use the Carpenter Girl as an example. Teddy Smiles, is it Smiles? His tickets were $800, and and the guy was a nobody a year and a half ago. And Mark said, that's true. But he said for every big act like that, there's 30 acts losing money or selling their tickets below face value. Is that fair? Is that true, Nick?
That's 100% true.
Wow.
And that's what, I mean, the margins for us have gotten so tight with as much information as there is out there these days. But you just work through it. So, I mean, do you think that the Pirates game on a Monday night was selling above face value? No. No, and Skeens was on the mound. So, I mean, there's a lot of events that people don't realize that is a bargain. And, I mean, there's still money for us to be made if I'm buying the ticket for $20 and I'm selling it for $30.
Hey, so give consumers some advice when they're trying to buy tickets to an event. What should they do?
I would tell consumers, I mean, now that things are mobile, unless you need the seat right away, try to wait the market out a little bit. Do not, I mean, unless it's a one-off event, a Sabrina Carpenter, a Taylor Swift, you may, I mean, football's a little different, and that's my bread and butter. But, a Pirate game, you can wait till day of. I mean, and see what's out there. I mean, sometimes there's a bargain. Sometimes, the best bet is to go through the box office.
Hey, my man, Nick, you don't go to anything, really, which is kind of ironic. You really don't go to anything, do you? Do you?
It has to be something big, Marty, for me to get excited to go. I mean, I've just been to so much, countless Super Bowls and All-Star games and Stanley Cup Finals and Kentucky Derbies, So, I mean, I will tell you, I am excited to go to Texas, Ohio State on the 30th. 1 versus number 2 for the first.
Okay, what will those tickets be? 50-yard line. What are they selling for?
About something like that. Probably about $700. I mean, to get in the door, it's $400 right now.
What's the face value?
I don't even play with the face values. I just deal with whatever the market's bearing is what I'm paying.
My man, Ticket Nick. Thanks, brother. Love you.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Marty.
So Teddy Swims was a nobody. Honestly, Patrick, what, a year and a half ago? Now he's a big star.
Yeah, about 2 years back.
They were selling his tickets for $800 last week. No one knew who the hell he was, but it's crazy. I just don't go. I ain't getting into it. Bot or no bot. Just be careful, folks. All right, Patrick, you ate at Hofstad's about a week ago. How good was it?
Amazing.
Right?
Delicious.
And he's a food snob. So add to that, Hofstad's has prime rib Mondays. My boy, the restaurant king, JK. Prime rib Mondays, Hofstad's. Dry rubbed, slow roasted, hand carved prime rib with au jus. I love saying that. Au jus. 2 sides. Mondays, Hofstadt's, Oakmont, 4 to 9. Prime rib, brothers and sisters. Go for it.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half-geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Fair skies and 83 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. Evacuations are in place on North Carolina's Outer Banks because of Aaron, a Category 3 hurricane with 115-mile-per-hour winds. So how much impact from Hurricane Aaron will we feel here in southwestern Pennsylvania in the course of the week? National Weather Service meteorologist Jason Frazier.
Fortunately, this system, because it's going to be quickly going back out to the Atlantic, the most we might see is just some additional little light rain chances, low probability Thursday. Otherwise, impacts are going to be pretty minor to non-existent here with this system, which is a good news for us.
Next chance of rain for us here will be a 40% chance of occasional showers overnight into tomorrow. Now that she's officially announced her campaign for the governor's seat in 2026, Pennsylvania State Treasurer Stacey Garrity says she has a long road ahead.
It's very early in the process, but what I do plan to do is continue to, build non-traditional bipartisan coalitions, continue to travel the state, continue to, be the best treasurer that I can be at.
Garrity says she will seek the Republican nomination to challenge Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro's re-election bid because, in her words, we need change, saying that the state is going in the wrong direction. More than 70 Rite Aid pharmacies across Pittsburgh have already shuttered. Now some people are trying to repurpose them. This Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has that story.
In Westmoreland County, Greenberg Planning Director Alec Italiano is trying to do just that. On the Big K Morning Show, Italiano said both of the Rite Aid locations, one on North Main Street and the other on East Pittsburgh Street, have good development potential.
There's definitely interest on them. They're in great locations for Greensburg, right on major arteries for us, have ample parking. Both of them have drive-throughs.
Italiano said he received an email inquiry about one of the properties this morning and hopes to get more at the development conference in downtown Greensburg on October 8th. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 10 points, and NASDAQ down 252. The S&P 500 down 31 points. KDK Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, and the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
In many ways, Thanksgiving and Christmas are right around the corner. How would you like to sit down at the dinner table, have smaller clothes on, feeling and looking better about yourself, moving easier and faster, welcoming friends and family who are shocked at your weight loss? This is Dr. Shufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. Now is the time to get started so excess pounds will be off for the holidays. It'll be your greatest gift ever. Call me at 1-800-900-THIN. Let's make this a Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving together.
Shorkey Mitsubishi has hot deals that'll be gone in a flash. Check them out. 0% financing for 60 months is back on the 7-passenger Outlander. Or choose the brand new Mirage, already the lowest priced new car on the market. Now take up to $2,000 off MSRP. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 2 years of prepaid maintenance, and $500 more for your trade. Locations in North Huntington and the North Hills, or online at ShorkeyMitsubishi.com. Savings include all applicable factory rebates and dealer discounts. Financing with approved credit. See dealer for complete details on all offers.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too.
It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/life. That's ethos.com/life.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Contemplating retirement but worried you can't afford it because of high healthcare insurance costs? Dina Schmidt and her team at One Health Benefits will guide you on what's best for your retirement healthcare needs. One Health Benefits has been providing customized health benefit choices to retirees for over 2 decades. You'll probably be pleasantly surprised about the affordable options from One Health Benefits. Call today, 724-799-8873, or learn more at onehealthbenefits.com.
So, an older woman in her 80s with cancer, it's a true story, reached out to me a week and a half ago. Poor thing, her roof is collapsing. I mean, literally collapsing. And she has a baby pool company, man. It's that kind of service. It's that kind of commitment. NASCO Roofing. Labor, fantastic. Pricing, fantastic. NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000.
We're talking with Joe Cibulis from Highwood Cemetery about cemetery care. Joe, can you please explain your perpetual care fund to us?
Sure. A perpetual care fund is a trust established by cemeteries to ensure ongoing maintenance of burial grounds and mausoleums forever. We set aside 15% of the sale price of burial lots and other cemetery items. Income generated from this fund is used to cover costs like mowing lawns, road repair, and other essential upkeep after all the remaining burial plots have been sold.
So people with lots at Highwood Cemetery can be assured that there are sufficient funds to maintain the cemetery in the future.
Yes, at Highwood Cemetery, our perpetual care fund is in excess of $1 million. A third-party trustee, a fiduciary, is responsible for managing the fund. Everything your family has at Highwood Cemetery will be protected by our perpetual care fund.
You can learn more about Highwood Cemetery by calling 412-766-6600.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Times of sun and clouds for the midday and afternoon hours. It'll be very warm and more humid this afternoon with a high of 88. Partly cloudy, warm, and muggy tonight with a chance of a late night shower or thunderstorm, low 70. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial # law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
All right, big show. Join us today, Washington Wild Things Park, Wiener 100. Yes, it's happening. Wiener dogs running all over the place. Big show on location down in Washington, 2 to 6, and that dog race is going to be fantastic. Colin Dunlap here, KDK.
This is a subject that kind of hits home with me, so I kind of made it personal. And it's been personal to Patrick and so many of my friends and family that I'm kind of convinced that something has to change. And I've expressed this to the muckety-mucks at the Big Shot at UPMC and AHN and Highmark, to be honest. And to the governor's office, someone should change this. Technology has allowed us to have access to our medical tests. I think it sucks, but I had to call someone I trust more than any doctor I've ever known, and that's Kevin Wong. And he's been seeing this. Doc, good afternoon. How are you, sir?
Fine, Marty. Yeah, this is a very important subject, and it's scary. And And I think it was hit home last year because of a case, I think that probably triggered from Pittsburgh, where someone got a brain scan report saying they had a brain tumor, and their doctor never saw it yet. And unfortunately, this goes back to technology.
Hold on, that happened to you, didn't it, Patrick?
Yeah, that did happen on the first recurrence. That's exactly how it
happened in his very house. That sucks, Doc.
And it's sad because what's happened is technology has taken over, and quote unquote, everybody's too busy to talk to each other like the old days.
It's true.
Because when a radiologist in the old days would read a test before they finished transcribing it, or as they transcribe it, they call their transcription and say, "Call the doctor. Here's a red flag. Here's a urgent report. Call him. Let him know." Doesn't happen anymore because they're so busy. They don't talk to a human being. And the radiologists release these reports, which they should not be doing. It should be to the physician only. And just like my EHR, when I have to sign off every lab, which I have to do every lab individually now, which takes time for my staff and me to do, there is a slot that says do not release the patient first, or do not release the patient yet, that I can click off if I don't want to go in there until I have a chance to physically catch them first.
I did not know this. Okay, so this is what I've been hearing.
Each of the EHRs, every EHR has the capability if people chose to use it. And most don't want to use it, or I hate to say they're too lazy. Period. Every radiologist reading a test has the option of delaying a report going out. They choose not to click it. And I may be blunt, but I think that is in every EHR, if you call all the EHR companies, and that's Aetna, or rather Athena, Epic, Cerner, I think they all have the capability to say, do not release until. But no one wants to take that extra click because we're all too busy. I mean, in all fairness to the systems, we now are told routine radiology readings may not be for 7 to 10 days for us to get a report.
Wow.
So people are looking every day trying to get a routine report.
Wow.
It's
in
that
the
all
case
way
of my
around.
sis, who has pancreatic cancer, so now she's seeing CT scans. Looks to me like the cancer is advancing rapidly. 2 days before she hears from a friggin' doctor.
Yep. I mean, and the cuteness of some of this came out during COVID, when I would get patients calling from an ER who have been waiting there for 10 or 12 hours to be seen by the physician, saying, my lab tests are all normal. Can I get the heck out of here?
Oh,
I
wow,
would look
wow.
in the
So
EHR
So they're
system.
seeing the lab test before they even get into the ER.
No, they're in the ER waiting to see the physician. They may have had blood drawn, and they're waiting in the waiting room. I am looking in the system because the patient's calling me through the answering service. I'm looking in the system. I don't see the lab.
Oh, no.
I call the ER doctor and say, hey, their labs are back. They can see them in the patient portal. They're looking directly in the hospital system. They don't see them yet because the intricacies of EHR is apparently patient portals don't have the higher level of security that EHRs do, that they have to be cleaned and scrubbed before they put in a permanent chart. Therefore, we can't see them. But a patient portal somehow doesn't have that level of security that they get it faster than we do.
It's unbelievable. So and then, Doc,
I don't understand
it
that one,
becomes
but that's the
amateur
truth
hour.
I've been told.
So they're running all their crap through Chat GPT and saying, oh, I've got a blood disease.
Yep. And I get calls all the time from people saying, I got my tests. I said, I can't see them even though I ordered them. Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
It's frustrating. Think of small practice. We get overwhelmed with calls like this all the time.
So what do we do,
I don't
man?
get my labs.
What do we do?
We can hold the EHRs and the systems accountable. Wow. The capacity is there. Someone's got to take it by the reins. I mean, this is the federal stuff that has to come down and say, come on, guys. Everybody's busy, but you're going to take that second, and it's this patient care. It's going to be done right.
What do you mean HRs?
Electronic record systems. They have the ability, again, like mine, my patient can't see anything that I get until I sign off every test now. And that's what Athena does. The others probably have it optional, so they don't do it.
So they can manage, they can control this.
They should be able to control it. I mean, as I said, Epic for years is supposedly everything is customized. So how they do it, I don't know. But literally, every test that I get in my patients, When I'm looking at them, someone has to look at, and we actually have to go back and click each one to release. Before I could do it as a group, now it's just massive, and I got 150 lab results to look at right now because I have to click each one by one.
How the hell can you do that? How can you do that?
It takes staff time, and this is the problem. I mean, our systems do it, but you got to be able to do it, or you got to figure a cleaner way of doing it. It is frustrating, but this is what we in the private world are getting hit with because of what the big systems did incorrectly when they set theirs up. So, I mean, it's frustrating.
And plus, my man, it scares the hell out of some people. They honestly think they're going to die if they misread something.
And some of them are correct. Some of them are right. And days and hours are going by, and it's frustrating.
Oh, God.
Yep. So it's sad.
Get along with it, man. I appreciate the insight. It makes sense, my man. Thank you, brother.
Yep. Okay, bye-bye.
It's dangerous, man. That's scary as hell. Because I'm not very good at this stuff, because I don't want to mess with it, because I don't look at it. And I tell my wife not to. But my sis is a brilliant nurse. My brother is honestly, my brother sells medical stuff, really important heart devices, and my brother could be a doctor, so he knows all the lingo that when they look at something, they know. But most people like me, they don't know, man. And it's just wow. So he has to approve every test, 150 lab results, which is overwhelming for one man. This needs to be addressed big time.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. All the time I'm talking about auto accidents, big crashes, big wrecks. Call 1-800-GET-PHIL or 412-281-5005. Look, Phil DiLucente and Associates, they're in Pittsburgh. They give free consultations. Phil and Ken Nolan, his partner, handle auto cases. I've worked with them a lot. So call 1-800-GET-PHIL. Call Ken Nolan and Phil DiLucente now at 1-800-GET-PHIL today. They're the best, folks.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 412-556-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. 412-556-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Coonahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal for your free gutter inspection today. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times. But when you need us, we're here for you. And we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi from 93.7 The Fan for the Power of Bowser. Your next adventure starts with the all-new redesigned Hyundai Palisade from Bowser Hyundai. Right now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Bowser Hyundai, get away with 0% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on a 2025 Palisade. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance and are backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. $29.99 total due at signing. With credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends August 31st.
Well, that's the power of Bowser. Yeah.
Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Look, with Medicare, this is important stuff, and there's never one size fits all. That's the beauty of MediConnect. That's why I love the company. The folks at MediConnect, they'll sit down with you in your home or in the office, anywhere you wish, to answer Medicare questions and compare plans with your current situation. There is never, ever a fee for their services. And they got 70 different plans. Medicare made simple. MediConnect, 888-818-6334.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The drug industry would love nothing more than to produce a pill that makes the pounds melt away. But it's easier said than done. Viking Therapeutics is the latest obesity pill developer to disappoint Wall Street. The stock is sinking, though Viking says its treatment helped patients lose 12.5% of their weight in 3 months. But more than a quarter of the patients dropped out of the trial in that time, and the weight loss shots from Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk are more effective. A new Ford factory in Kentucky officially started production today of a product that Ford is now trying to sell to other car manufacturers. The plant makes batteries for EVs and at full capacity would produce more than Ford with its scaled-back EV plans currently needs. The plant, a joint venture between Ford and a South Korean firm, is seeking out customers in the energy storage business as well. On Wall Street, the Dow is up a little. The Nasdaq is down 1%. The S&P is down 0.5%. Tracy Jonke, Bloomberg Radio.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
There's this sub joint that is owned by the same guy that owns Slice, who's about the coolest guy on earth. And they bring these subs on Tuesdays called Tim's Corner Market. And one of them has chips on it. Chips on the sub. I'm just... Rico. Really cool guy. Remember the first time I went in there to the original Slice? And he was really young. This is at least 15 years ago when I was in there. I was really young. Hell. And we mentioned it on the air the next day, how good the pizza was, just randomly, because we could, and I did. And they got slammed. They called me crying. He's so grateful. I love folks like that. I just do. I think it's cool. I love to help small business. We love to support small business. It takes a lot of courage, man. Anyone out there, how many people you know that own small businesses? They got big ones. Because every day, there's a big hole in the bottom of the bucket. They got to fix the hole, then they got to fill the bucket. Every single day. It's rough. And Rico is a family guy. He's very creative. Has very insane work ethic, and everything's first class. And from where they started one joint to now they have like 10, and then they have the subs. Pretty cool. And he's still a hell of a man. And I love him. I love guys like that. Rico. Slice. And Tim's. Tim's? Corner subs? Yeah. Corner Market. That too. It's fascinating for a guy that anyone that owns any kind of business, it's juggling knives every day. And they do it, man. Regarding the testing, the only thing I can tell you is don't look at it. It's just because it takes a little effort to get to. You have to go into the portal and all that stuff. You have to sign in. So it's not as if they just send you. You have to do a little work. And so if I'm expecting some news that could affect my health and something serious like cancer, I wait for the doc. I'm better that way. But a lot of people aren't, and that's cool too. But to the doc's point, I've spoken now to 2 doctors, and both of them don't like this plan at all. I just think it's dangerous, subject to misinterpretation, right? Frustration, fear, anxiety, that's all misguided sometimes. And the access to information is astounding, and it's amazing, and it's a wonderful thing, but man, it's also scary as hell. I can't read an MRI. I can't read a CT scan properly or a PET scan. I can't. And even the only thing that I could read recently was I broke my toes. And it was very clear they x-rayed my toes, and you could see all the breaks in the toe, and that's fine. But that's a stupid little nuisance injury. Cancer? Throat cancer? Neck cancer? No. Brain tumor? No. It's hard, man. And when you get that information and you don't have a doctor, call them for 2 days, bad. But I guess it is what it is. And the best we can do is try and manage it properly and hope that we get doctors lined up that have time to call us. Or just ignore it. Ignore it. But what's horrible is so many of these doctors are so overwhelmed that sometimes they can't call you back for a week, man. And you're waiting about wanting to learn about your life for a week. And that's hell. And I can't imagine waiting a week. It makes me insane. Hey, next hour, I'm going to read something. This is insane. This came to me yesterday. This is how ridiculously sick people can be regarding pets. Listen to this. Residents in the city, Northview Heights, morons. Morons, criminals in Northview Heights. Yes, you are criminals if you're doing this. Going to the pet store, buying mice, strapping them to fireworks, sending them up in the air and exploding them for kicks. Come on, man. This is disgusting. And I hope they snatch every single one of you idiots. I'm making videos of this happening. We're going to talk about this live next.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for moms.
Trucking isn't just for drivers. PGT Trucking needs professional staff to help support their men and women out on the road. With positions in safety, recruiting, driver training, fleet management, maintenance, and more. You too can join the proud professionals of PGT and play a major role in the supply chain. Ditch the boring desk job. Get in on the action with PGT. Call 1-800-TEAM-PGT or apply online at pgttrucking.com/work. That's pgttrucking.com/work.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want to boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more, 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 84 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick with their famous lifetime warranty on materials and labor. Trust PJ.com. A local elementary school teacher and volleyball coach is facing some serious charges. 50-year-old Jared Lampus of Sarver was arrested in Buffalo Township, Butler County, on charges of rape, trafficking, and sexual assault. Court documents say Lampus had a sexual relationship with a teen from 2023 to 2025, with some of the alleged assaults taking place in the classroom. Lampus, a coach with the Pittsburgh Elite Volleyball Association and a Buffalo elementary teacher, is being held in the Butler County Jail. A week after the deadly explosion at U.S. Steel's Clairton Coke Works, the faith community came together to pray for healing last night. People from Clairton and neighboring towns gathered to pray for the two men who died that day, Timothy Quinn and Stephen Menifee, and also those who were injured, their co-workers and families. Pastor Michael Airgood.
Holding each other up and coming together to comfort one another. Anyone who's lived in Clairton understands that this is a community that comes together.
First responders were recognized during the service for their efforts after the explosion. Now that she's officially announced her campaign for governor in 2026, Pennsylvania State Treasurer Stacey Garrity says she has a long road ahead.
It's very early in the process, but what I do plan to do is continue to, build non-traditional bipartisan coalitions, continue to travel the state, continue to, be the best treasurer that I can be at.
Garrity says that today she will seek the Republican nomination to challenge Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro's re-election bid because, in her words, we need change. Usually during the transition from summer to fall, a hurricane in the Atlantic could bring a lot of heavy rain to western Pennsylvania, which leads to a lot of flooding. So how much impact from Hurricane Aaron will we feel in the southwestern Pennsylvania area this week? National Weather Service meteorologist Jason Fraser says not so much.
Fortunately, this system, because it's going to be quickly going back out to the Atlantic, the most we might see is just some additional little light rain chances, low probability Thursday. Otherwise, impacts are going to be pretty minor to non-existent here with this system, which is a good news for us.
Next chance of rain for us will be a 40% chance of occasional showers overnight into tomorrow. More than 70 Rite Aid pharmacies across the Pittsburgh area have shuttered. Now some people are trying to repurpose them. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has that story.
In Westmoreland County, Greenberg Planning Director Alec Italiano is trying to do just that. On the Big K Morning Show, Italiano said both of the Rite Aid locations, one on North Main Street and the other on East Pittsburgh Street, have good development potential.
There's definitely interest on them. They're in great locations for Greensburg, right on major arteries for us, have ample parking. Both of them have drive-throughs.
Italiano said he received an email inquiry about one of the properties this morning and hopes to get more at the development conference in downtown Greensburg on October 8th. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
A billionaire businessman has emerged as a serious contender to buy the Penguins. That's according to a report by Elliot Friedman of Sportsnet, who says David Hoffman is trying to buy the team for $1.75 billion. Forbes estimates Hoffman is worth $2 billion and owns a company that operates dozens of businesses. He also owns a minor league hockey team in Florida. Earlier this summer, reports said former Pens owner Mario Lemieux and Ron Burkle were interested in buying back the team from the Fenway Sports Group. Friedman's report says their offer wasn't big enough. On Wall Street, the Dow is down 17 points, the Nasdaq down 308, the S&P 500 down 38 points. KDK Sports, Pirates and Blue Jays again tonight. First pitch at PNC Park is set for 6:40. Steelers will wrap up their preseason schedule Thursday night on the road at Carolina. Kickoff is set for 7 o'clock. KDK Radio News Time is 1:03. Right now it's sunny and 84 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
Time to go bananas at the Robindale Great American Banana Split Celebration, August 23rd and 24th in downtown Latrobe.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No interest, 5 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 412-545-6003. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Shorkey Mitsubishi has hot deals that'll be gone in a flash. Check them out. 0% financing for 60 months is back on the 7-passenger Outlander. Or choose the brand new Mirage, already the lowest priced new car on the market. Now take up to $2,000 off MSRP. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, 2 years of prepaid maintenance, and $500 more for your trade. Locations in North Huntington and the North Hills, or online at shorkeymitsubishi.com. Savings include all applicable factory rebates and dealer discounts. Financing with approved credit. See dealer for complete details on all offers.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Sunshine mixing with clouds, very warm and more humid for the afternoon, high 88. Partly cloudy, warm and sticky tonight, though 70. There may be a shower or thunderstorm at some point late tonight or tomorrow. Otherwise, clouds and some sun and humid tomorrow, high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Life-changing medicine is happening every day at UPMC Heart and Vascular Institute.
We have the luxury to be bold, to continue to be pioneers in the world for innovative heart care.
We are the place of discovery. Literally, the world experts in cardiac care are in this institution.
By combining technology, research, and the latest innovations, patients from all over the world come to UPMC.
Because of the expertise that exists here at UPMC, it allows us to take on patients that have been turned down at other centers.
We offer unique heart procedures that you cannot get anywhere else.
One of our founding mantras is that compassion has to be at the forefront of everything that we do.
From leading the region in cardiac procedures to being the only center in the state to offer integrated women's health and heart care, UPMC is pioneering life-changing cardiac care every day. Your heart care matters. Visit upmc.com/heart to learn more.
Hi, it's Lynn Hayes Freeland. You know, 90th anniversaries are a big deal. That's why AARP is joining forces with Social Security to celebrate its 90th anniversary. So what does that mean to you? Well, there are going to be free events throughout the area where you can win some prizes, learn more about Social Security, and find out what AARP is doing to help you. So how do you get more information? It's real simple. Go to aarp.org/local. How do you get more information?
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Hey, look, I was a derelict. When I was growing up as a teen, I was just a jerk. Kind of an amateur felons. We stole cars. We hopped trains, broke stuff, blew up stuff. Boys do stupid things. I don't remember blowing up animals. I know. And I did ignorant things. We blew up a woman's front window once. and got in trouble for that. Got arrested a couple times for stealing cars. Not bragging, I'm just telling you this is kind of my childhood. I was a derelict. My mom and father saved my life. And that's that. Why am I telling you this story? Because this came in. I don't know where to go with stuff like this. I don't know what happens on the lunatic fringe. And I just don't know what's gone south. This is right in there with abuse and neglect. And you know, they say there's all this data out there that if you're a dog abuser, you're generally probably going to be a wife abuser and or a child abuser. That you can connect the dots on those things. If you hate pets, you're going to hate people. I don't, what I'm about to read here is not a prank in my world. It's sick, actually. So listen. So the cops in Pittsburgh, the detectives are investigating. This is Zone 1, Northview Heights, derelicts. Northview Heights, historically bad area, to be blunt. Several of the residents, not one, several of the residents are strapping live mice. This is legit, man. This is from the cops. This is sickening. Onto explosive mortar-type fireworks. So they're buying fireworks because they're morons or stealing them. Why would they pay? They don't have jobs. And I mean that. So there's this strapping live mice onto explosive mortar fireworks, setting them off and then blowing them up in the air. The mice. The individuals have been active in retail theft rings, shocking, around the country. Some of you may be familiar with the rings. Wow, they seem like really upstanding individuals. And then the cops circulated this picture. They're trying to identify this male who's now so much of a moron that after he steals everything, he tries to, if he can't steal them, he visits McKnight Road Petco and the Waterworks Petco. And either steals the mice or purchases them so he can blow them up in the air. And they're circulating the picture of this moron so they can arrest him. I had to grab one of my boys and someone I would trust in my own life who's an animal lover and to get his reaction on this. And that would be Paul Anthony. Good morning, brother. How are you?
Good morning, sir. How are you? I'm great.
You're a big guy. You're a passionate guy. You spent your life taking care of animals and saving animals. For those who say, they're only mice, this is just child's play. How do you react, sir?
You said it right up front, Marty. A lot of people who abuse animals, even mice, go out to abuse children, abuse their wife, abuse other people. And another thing, where does it stop?
Right on.
Hey, we're doing mice today. Let's try a guinea pig. Let's try a cat. Let's try a dog. And if they're getting off on it, it's going to be a rush to them to do more and more and more. So, you know, whether it's on social media or whatever, but, you know, social media has ruined a lot.
It has.
For us concerning this. And, you know, and then we'll get stupid people out there to watch it. It's terrible.
By the way, his point is so valid. The dynamic of our culture has changed so dramatically that these young morons, or anyone, they know that to get clicks on social media, they have to, in essence, create drama, or as I say, light themselves on fire. So these morons who are thieves, who are involved in these theft rings around the country, decided, let's steal mice, tie them to fireworks, send them up in the air and blow them up, the mice and the fireworks, and shoot them for video and put them on social media. Right, Paul? Right?
Yes, sir. I mean, it's absolutely astounding what you find on social media concerning animals, from dogs fighting to them killing cats to this. I mean, it's appalling.
Yeah, this is Paul Anthony, renowned dog trainer, the best I've ever known. And what's happened now is with social media and cell phones, They're using this as a platform to show this atrocity, whether it, as you suggest, dog fighting or killing cats or killing dogs, in order to get attention, are they not, sir?
Absolutely. And thank goodness the residents did step in, because sometimes they don't in troubled areas. But we have to look at where the family members at. Where are the uncles, the aunts, the father, the mother, the older brothers or sisters? There has to be something done with this. But again, if they're in retail theft and crime already, it's going to be hard to bring them back.
Shouldn't they be punished, buddy?
Oh, 100%. And the most they can throw at them, I would throw at them.
I honestly want to kick their ass. And you're a big guy and a physical guy and a pet lover. I want someone to choke them. And I know that's obnoxious and hateful, but it's true, man. It's just, I get so angry at this kind of behavior, right?
Oh, absolutely. I get angry too. And, we have dogs that come in here that are abused all the time, and there's no difference between what's going on with them and what they're doing, with mice. Now, people will say, well, we catch mice, we do this, we do that. Yeah, we have mice traps and things like that, but we don't do it out of enjoyment.
Come on, man.
We do it to protect our food and things like that. They do this for entertainment and enjoyment, and it's not right. We don't kill for pleasure, entertainment, and you have hunters out there who go out and hunt, and that's absolutely normal,
sure.
and they should. But this is totally different. This is sick.
It's sick. This is someone who's deranged.
Absolutely, 100%.
Paul Anthony, my brother, thanks. By the way, man, you look great. How much weight have you lost?
73 pounds, my man.
No.
Yes, sir.
I saw, speaking of social media, some pics. You're working your ass off to get there, are you not? Kind of life-changing stuff.
Yes, sir, I am. I'm trying.
Right?
Trying to get to be like you.
Yeah, you should be. Should be your dream.
I am.
Paul Anthony, my brother, one of my favorite people on earth. Thanks, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Whoever's doing this needs to go to jail. It's sickening and disgusting and vile. To imagine that you're thinking, oh, man, I'm going to go and steal some mice and hook them up to these fireworks and shoot them up in the air and blow them up. Ha, ha, ha. That'll be funny. Really? Really? Funny? It's disgusting.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Sunday mornings at 6 a.m. on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA, it's Tech Vibe Radio. Join hosts Audrey Russo and Jonathan Kirsting from the Pittsburgh Technology Council's Huntington Bank Studios as they bring you a front row seat to Pittsburgh's tech sector.
Man, I love this. It's Marty. Good paying jobs, not just any jobs, jobs that can support your family, great benefits, opportunities for advancement. This is the Pennsylvania Laborers District Council, representing construction workers and public sector employees, over 500,000 strong. I love them. Phil Amaris leads this great union. He's one of my boys. He's one of my favorite people on earth. I'm serious. Pennsylvania Laborers District Council. Check them out. laborpa.org. They're powerful. I'm telling you, I love them. Always talking about the Bowser experience, so here it is. You know, we're about to have 5 Bowser cars. So one of the leases is turning over, and so we want to buy the car. My man Dave at Bowser, my man Mark at Bowser, they're on the phone with us. They got us, I swear, they got us a deal that we could buy that car. And now that car is worth more to us than the street value out there if we just bought it off the streets, off a lot somewhere. It's that kind of dealership. I'm telling you, the Bowser folks work their tails off to make sure, as a consumer, you get the best deal, the best product. We had a car that was hit. They immediately gave us a replacement, immediately put the call in for the parts, and fixed a car that was hit in 10 days. Try that somewhere else. It's an experience like no other. The Bowser family makes you part of their family. Bowser, the only car we will ever have, a Bowser car.
Tune in this Sunday morning at 8 for the Coons Cooking Hour with Rob Pratt and the Coons Market team as they discuss favorite potato dishes. It's the Coons Cooking Hour, presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. You want a new physical therapy experience? You want a treatment plan centered on you? Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, is spelled different, because they are different. Monroeville Physical has new technology and an expert staff to give you a personalized experience to get you back to loving your life. Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200. They help me dramatically love physical. Check it out. 2D Mechanical Systems, Pittsburgh's HVAC, plumbing, and electric leaders, is a family business that I truly admire. 2D culture is built on ethics, service, and making a difference in our community. 2D Mechanical Systems, they're the people you want working in your home.
Where Pittsburgh comes to talk. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, thanks, Marty. I just want to let you know, for the listeners, that there's internet websites, and I've used them for 10 years, 12 years. One's called Direct Labs, and the other's called Personal Labs. And you can order your own blood work tests at a fraction of the cost of going to the healthcare providers. And so instead of going to your doctor...
Why would I do that? I don't understand. So I go to UPMC and I'm... Hold on. So I go to UPMC and I'm sick. And I say, I don't want those tests here. I got to get this lab to do it?
No, I'm not saying you go there when you're sick doing it, but I'm going for my routine annual physical.
Yeah.
And, the cost of having the test done through UPMC is $900 for your blood workup. You get a men's health wellness blood check, $90.
I don't want to do that. I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't want to get into the amateur hour. I don't know what test you're talking about. I don't understand that. I'm not trying to be rude, sir. I wouldn't do that. I have no interest. And I'm not paying for it. I mean, when I get a blood test, it's relevant and important, and and it's not. That whole thing bothers me, Ken. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but I'm not recommending that. I don't want... Who's taking my blood? Do I do it at home? I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm not into the amateur hour to save some money, and it's not saving me any money. I'm going to the hospital saying, we got to take blood. And I say, what? I got to go to this what? And get them to do what? No. And I know you're aggravating me right now, but too bad. I'm not recommending that at all. Sorry. Not sorry. I got to tell you the truth. It kind of annoyed me a little bit, like Marianne annoyed me a little bit this morning with, she said I'm vulgar because I say hell too much. Like I said, you do a hell of a job, or you're a hell of a good doctor. Marianne said, whenever I say that, she turns the radio off. Wow. Where the hell did you grow up, Marianne? How the hell do you get around during the day? Who the hell are you hanging out with? What the hell are you so sensitive for? Marianne, you got to call me. We got to talk this out. 866-391-1020. In fact, anyone who calls here right now, call the show and say, Marty, how the hell are you doing? 866-391-1020. Call the show right now and say, Marty, how the hell are you doing? Is hell vulgar? Is saying hell vulgar? It's in the Bible, Marianne. It is. Call right now and say, Marty, how the hell are you doing? 866-391-1020. 866-391-1020. How the hell are you doing? I don't have a problem with this hell thing. Now, the F-bomb, I have a problem with, Marianne. And sometimes I drop it around the house, and that's not cool. Call us right now, say, Marty, how the hell are you doing? And just to aggravate Marianne. Marianne, I love you. Marianne, call us. Let's talk this out. I think hell's okay. Don't you, Patrick?
Yeah, I think so. That doesn't bother me.
I've been in a state of delirium and rage. I've had to dump myself a couple times on the air. And Patrick usually hears it before I do. But not for saying hell. Joe, go.
Marty, how the hell you doing? It's your boy Joe. I ain't called you in about a couple months.
Oh, Joe, you're a hell of a man.
How you been, my friend?
I'm having a hell of a good show, Joe.
You're having a hell of a day, friend.
Oh. It's in the Bible, Marianne. That's what I was said to my mother. Just put him on hold, man. There you go. Is it Frida?
Yes, it is. I don't know how you knew that, but yes, it is.
Say it.
How the hell you doing, Marty?
Oh, the phones are going berserk. Oh. Just put them on hold, Tevin. Don't talk to these people. You do not need to know them at all. Just say, hold, please. Poor Tevin. He's like, damn. These people are crazy. Oh. Whoever this is, how the hell are you doing? Say, how the hell are you doing, Marty?
How the hell are you doing, Marty?
Oh. Oh, my gosh. Marianne said it's vulgar, and she said when I say hell, she turns the radio off. I love you, Marianne, I love you. I just want to tell you that. Not in the way I love my wife or my kids, but I love you, Marianne. How the hell are you doing? Who is this?
Ross. I'm in the dentist waiting room.
How the hell are you doing?
How the hell are you doing, Marty?
Oh, poor Tevin. He's like, damn. How the hell are you doing?
I'm fine. How the hell are you doing?
Oh, we'll be right back. Hey, are you turning 65 and exploring Medicare options? With over 50 Medicare plans available to you, it can be overwhelming. MediConnect is here to help. They want you to understand your options so you can choose the best plan for yourself. It's Medicare made simple with one call. Connect with MediConnect at no cost. Their top-rated experts are coming to your neighborhood with their new to Medicare seminar. You don't want to miss this. Call 888-818-6334 or visit MediConnectInsurance.com and click on the seminar tab.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Are you ready to take a walk on the wild side and have some family fun? Get to Living Treasures Animal Park in the Laurel Highlands. Living Treasures has animals from all over the world. With over 300 animals you and the family will love. Their concession stand is now open weekends for family fun. Stay at the Log Cabin Suites with up to 6 bedrooms available. Plan your staycation today at funanddonegal.com. Living Treasures Animal Park of the Laurel Highlands, where animals are loved.
Hey folks, Marty here, Voss TV and Appliance. You'll find the best prices and selection name brand TVs and appliances. Third generation family business that's built on relationships, not commissions. From sales, installation at Voss, Rick, Matt, the entire Voss team are experts who know appliances and TVs inside and out. They won't leave you hanging after the sale. Visit Voss, South Hill Showroom, 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS. The best prices guaranteed.
From the Aetna Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Sunny and 84 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. The second of 2 men who were accused of racing and crashing into a school van that killed a Sarah Catholic student has been sentenced. Andrew Voigt is sentenced up to 54 months in prison for the accident that killed Samantha Kalkbrenner. The other driver, William Soliday, pleaded guilty earlier this year to third-degree murder. He's been sentenced to up to 12 years in prison. A reward is being offered for information to locate a missing Greensburg man. The Westmoreland County DA's office says the family of Ruben Carranza is offering a $1,500 reward for information that might help authorities locate their son. The 31-year-old was reported missing in late July and is last seen in Greensburg. Last week, police found Carranza's vehicle hidden in an Acme on August 5th, the same day he was reported missing. Carranza's cell phone last pinged at the Mount Pleasant area. Authorities are asking anyone with information to call the Greensburg police. Usually during the transition from summer to fall, a hurricane in the Atlantic could bring a lot of heavy rain to western Pennsylvania, which leads to a lot of flooding. So how much impact from Hurricane Aaron will we feel here in southwestern Pennsylvania in the course of the week? Here's National Weather Service meteorologist Jason Frazier.
Fortunately, this system, because it's going to be quickly going back out to the Atlantic, the most we might see is just some additional little light rain chances, low probability Thursday. Otherwise, impacts are going to be pretty minor to non-existent here with this system, which is a good news for us.
Next chance of rain for us will be a 40% chance of occasional showers overnight into tomorrow. A Butler City staple is opening a second location in Cranberry Township. Butler Donut Connection has announced on Facebook it's preparing to open the Cranberry Donut Connection on August 25th. The new location on Route 228 will offer a similar menu to its Butler store, from fresh donuts to bagels, pastries, cakes, coffee, tea, and smoothies. Both locations are owned by a nonprofit development corporation in Butler and will operate as a nonprofit. The Butler County Chamber of Commerce will host a ribbon-cutting ceremony on opening day. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 11 points, and NASDAQ down 285. The S&P 500 is down 35 points. KDKA Radio News Time is 1:32. Our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, and the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
A fire, it can change everything in seconds, but Service Master of Greater Pittsburgh is ready 24/7 to help restore what matters most. From smoke damage to full rebuilds, their experts are trained, trusted, and ready to work with your insurance. Fire damage? Demand the yellow van and get back to normal faster.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master. Oh, that's what power about.
Hi, this is Larry Richard letting you know that your next adventure starts with the 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe. Right now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Bowser Hyundai, get away with 0% APR for 60 months, plus no payments for 90 days on the 25 Santa Fe. And don't forget, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance and are backed by America's best warranty, 10 years, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Tax, title, and fees not included. Dealer doc fee of $477 applies. 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $2,999 total due at signing with credit approval and financing through HMFC. Offer ends August 31st. Now that's the power of Bowser.
Oh, that's the power of Bowser.
BowserHyundai.com. Bowser Hyundai, Route 51 South on top of the hill.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, Patrick, you ate at Hofstad's about a week ago. How good was it?
Amazing.
Right?
Delicious.
And he's a food snob. So add to that, Hofstad's has prime rib Mondays. My boy, the restaurant king, JK. Prime rib Mondays, Hofstad's. Dry rubbed, slow roasted, hand carved prime rib with au jus. I love saying that. Au jus. 2 sides. Mondays, Hofstad's, Oakmont, 4 to 9. Prime rib, brothers and sisters. Go for it.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Sunshine and some clouds, very warm and rather humid for the rest of today with a high of 88. Partly cloudy, warm and humid tonight. Perhaps a shower or thunderstorm late, low 70. For tomorrow, humid with clouds, some sun, and a shower or thunderstorm in the area, high 82. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Are you looking to hire? ZipRecruiter finds the best candidate for your job fast. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us on the Big K Morning Show tomorrow, 5:30 until 10. We'll have the latest on Hurricane Aaron and our weekly visit with Rich Fitzgerald to find out what's going on around the region.
I am not trying to be a jerk to you, Marianne. I'm just trying to kind of have a little fun. In essence, that I tell people this: I am what I am. Good, bad, or indifferent. I mean, in the big picture, if you judge me because I say hell, that's on you, not on me. I'm not. I do the best I can. I tell people this. Tell that to the guy when we were at his house on Friday. We put the roof on his house, and him and his wife were crying. And he doesn't care what the hell I say. The way it is. I mean, we tell it like it is. We call him as we see him, every cliche. Figure it out, lady. I mean, if your big gripe is that I say damn too much, I don't care. I don't care. It's not my intention to offend you. It's really, I don't go out of my way to be a jerk. I'm just naturally that way. But you can talk to countless people that we've actually helped, and they'll say, I don't care if he swears. He drops a lot of F-bombs. I do have to work on that, especially around the kids. You know what I mean? I do. Ted.
Marty, how you doing? Well, let me rephrase that. Marty, I'm over here in Ohio, and I'm wondering how in the hell you're doing.
How the hell are things in Ohio, Ted?
Pretty good. It's cooled off a little bit here, and kind of getting ready for the big Ohio State football season to begin. One of your earlier callers mentioned he'd be at that Texas game, so we're doing good. How in the hell are you doing over there?
I'm great, and I love Ohio State. I do. I'm a Pitt guy because both my girls are at Pitt, but That's a beautiful school. It's a hell of a cool town, too. Oops. Oh. It's just force of habit now, Marianne. It's like picking your nose. I mean, you don't even know you're doing it sometimes. But of all the things to worry about, hey, I want to offer this update. I think it's important. In fact, I know it's important. We have worked diligently to help these two teenage girls who got the crap beat out of them by that moron at the Jason Aldean concert on the 9th. And we talked to their mother extensively, who's a wonderful woman. And we pressed with her and the girls to get the cops to do the right thing in Hanover Township. And I'm not picking on them. It's a small department. This is Erica Walthor and her daughters. They're teenagers. You know the video that went viral? I think at least 10 million people have seen it, with this guy beating the hell out of them at a concert. Two things. This is happening right now. We have confirmed that the Hanover Township, in fact, I have the guy's name, but I'm going to hold off on this, that the guy who could have killed this girl, the 18-year-old, Veronica, could have killed her. Knocked her out cold. She has, what, Patrick? She's out for 6 weeks. Major concussion, broken jaw, crazy stuff, right?
Exactly. Concussion, broken bones.
Yeah. So she's in trouble and can't work. We have a GoFundMe posted on our site as well because they can't work. They have no money, to be honest. But Mom, who I love because she loves her kids and she's protecting them here, as I would, just texted me, Marty, we just left the police station. Oh, they're getting in contact with the suspect, and they're going to charge him. I will not use his name, but he has deleted all of his social media accounts, and he's now hiding. Too late, sir. Too late, sir. The video's disgusting. Victoria, thank God for cell phone cameras, because otherwise he would just say, I didn't do it. And they'd say, yes, you did. And he'd say, I didn't do it. And they'd say, yes, you did. And he'd get a summary offense and some fine, and he'd go home. Now, he will be charged with the videos right now. Patrick has it on the stream. I've seen a lot of tape. This was bad. Big drunken brawl. Started beating on her sister. She got up to help her other sister, and the guy tried to kill her. She was unconscious. And now she's out for at least 6 weeks with a severe concussion. And also they're hiring a civil attorney. They're talking to them right now. I will not give out that information unless they give me permission to do so. But they're concerned about security at the concert, Star Lake, and or lack of security. And I've talked to several security folks who work these concerts and say it's minimal at best. I don't know. It's been... I don't have the patience for it. Last time I think I went there was to see Sting with my boy Rob and his wife. It's been several years. Because of too many drunks, too many punks, and too much traffic. People say that Steeler games are bad. No, not like this. The Steelers don't mess around with these idiots anymore. They will pop you and throw you in jail if you start in the crowd. Now, if you're outside one of those idiotic tailgates and everyone's hammered, that's on you. But if this stuff happens at a game, you can text someone, they'll be there like, boom, that. The Steelers don't mess, man. The NFL can't. They have too much at stake. But these concerts, man, Kenny Chesney, 100 people hospitalized? Seriously. It's a nightmare. And there's no way in hell that this girl should have been knocked out. We got these idiots on social media when we posted this, and of course there's always idiots that somehow made this girl the bad guy. You're wrong. You're wrong. Somehow the social media idiots turned this into he was defending himself. Really? Really, Your Honor? Turn off Judge Judy, the rerun. She retired 4 years ago. Turn off SpongeBob. It's clouding your memory. Get a grip. Dorian, go ahead.
Good news, Marty. Paisano's, since you mentioned the burgers on your show, his business is doubled.
Paisanos.
Yeah, up in Allentown.
Yeah,
Not only that Bottle Rocket now is going to become a comedy harvester, and the luminaries in the comedy industry are right down the street, so that's even better for Paisanos.
Paisanos. Hamburgers. I understand they have really good homemade hamburgers. Some people say no. I don't know. I love a good burger, but I love the phone call. I thought he was going to say, how the hell are you doing? But he didn't. Rob wanted to know if you could call me a jagoff, too. Sure you can. Sure you can. Oh. Marianne's really mad at me now. You started this, Marianne. Every time you say you do a hell of a job, that word hell offends me. I turn off the radio. Aw. Come back, Marianne. Marianne, I love you. I love the hell out of you, Marianne. You're a hell of a good woman, and you're a hell of a listener. And I'm hell of a guy to be so proud that you listen, Marianne.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Hey, friends, my buddy Robert Levin and his team have a Labor Day sale going on now that's packed with incredible savings. Check it out. You get it all with nothing down. Start with an extra 25% off store-wide. Then, save even more on hot buys. Sofas as low as $4.99. Lazy Boy recliners, $3.95. Plus, special financing for 5 full years with no down payments on qualifying purchases of $24.99 or more. Beat the crowds. Amazing savings. Levin Furniture. Check it out.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. We're dedicated to serving people 50 and up, like me. Our needs are different. Big Wireless wants us in an unlimited plan, but if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used. At Consumer Cellular, we're focused on affordable, reliable plans, including data that suits your needs, not ours. Our plans start at just $20, and you'll get the best customer service in the business.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Hi, this is Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst, certified financial planner, and the host of the Jill on Money podcast. This is the show where your money is not scary. It's a show that's all about you. It's your questions that make it possible for me to provide unconventional and entertaining insights on your money, and more importantly, on your life. Listen and follow Jill on Money on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Get connected. That's the Inside Connection this Saturday morning at 9 with your local Medicare experts from MediConnect. If you're turning 65, hear all the inside information available to seniors on the Inside Connection, presented by MediConnect. Medicare made simple.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
The amount of fights that you see in a terminal, what airline that is, those are the ones that I stay away from. And you see a lot of fights at the Spirit Airline terminal and gate. 2 travelers duking it out right there in the airport. That's how I rank who I want to fly with. The amount of nonsense involved with the airline.
Weekdays 2 to 6 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What is your next success story? At University of Maryland Global Campus, you can succeed again.
with more than 135 affordable online degrees and certificates to help you move your career forward. From cybersecurity and AI to healthcare and MBA, our programs help you build critical thinking, leadership, and communication skills that set you apart in today's job market. Apply now and save with no application fee through September 3rd. Visit umgc.edu to get started. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
We're all human with the same insecurities, doubting ourselves, thinking we're not worthy or good enough, believing those negative thoughts we think. Stop! Every last one of us is good enough to be the best version of ourselves. This is Dr. Shufo from the Weight Loss and Wellness Center. Come to me, and together we'll change that way of thinking. Excess pounds will come off, you'll feel and look better, and thoughts will become positive. If you want to change, just call me at 1-800-900-THIN.
Hey, folks, Marty here. When you need work done in your home, the biggest investment in your life, who can you trust to deliver both quality and value? Come on. Call the cousins, Sam, Steve, and Calvin, the three cousins of C&S Cousins Construction. Experts, top of your house to decking and siding. Their expert technicians will treat you like family. If you're looking for a total replacement or even a small repair, call the cousins at C&S Cousins Construction. 989-COUSINS, a local company you can trust. 989-COUSINS, the best. So I talked to John Perry over the weekend from Perry Calder Law Firm. John has doctors on his staff to investigate medical malpractice cases. John has the biggest settlements at Perry Calder of any firm in this region. John has the track record. John sits down with families. He's met with my friends and my family members on cases. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. 412-281-4200. Perry Calder. Hey, folks, Marty here. Oh, my, what a great time to get windows. It's so darn hot. Universal Windows Direct. Check this out. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No limit. No interest for 5 years. 5 whole years. Super Spacer Technology. Folks, it's a great company. 412-545-6003. Free in-home estimate. I'm telling you, folks, great company, great price, great technology. Universal Windows Direct.
And now for a business news update from the Pittsburgh Business Times. I'm managing editor Mike Larson. The Grant Bar and Lounge in Millville has been listed for sale with an asking price of $1.5 million. A representative for the business has confirmed the listing is accurate and the operations will remain as usual for the time being. The 114 Grant Avenue space first opened as the Bennett Hotel in the 1880s. The building was then purchased by the Rambazurka family in 1926 and renamed the Grant Bar and Lounge in 1933. More than 90 years later, the 138-seat restaurant and bar has been listed for sale. Included in the listing are all the cooking equipment and the property's liquor license. The property also includes 2 upstairs levels, and listing notes it could serve as a rental property or Airbnb. Also, amid what's been a long stall in office market sales, sources indicate that a major downtown office tower will soon have a new owner. The building is Liberty Center, more officially known as the Federated Hermes Tower at Liberty Center, the office and retail component of a larger complex that also includes the 616-room Westin Convention Center Hotel. Owner CBRE Investment Management put the property up for sale a little more than 2 years ago in June of 2023, listing it with the Pittsburgh office of JLL. It still remains to be determined who the buyer might be. For more on these stories and other local business news, log on to pittsburghbusinesstimes.com. I'm Mike Larson.
The 50,000-watt voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
To hell with all of you. My boy Jeff Cohen, who's one of my really closest friends. He's like my brother. My man Jeff says, you love to push buttons. No. And he knows me, so I just don't like the minutia. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the people that you do something wonderful and they pick at it. For instance, the moron that said, we put the roof on the house in Penn Hills, and the man was crying. His wife was crying. And the jagoff that on social media said, so you convinced one of your multimillionaire idiot loser sponsors to hire illegals to put a roof on a house. Those people I have no time for. That jagoff I have no time for. None. None. Zero. Those are the people that aggravate me, that cannot see the forest through the trees, lad. Don't focus on the little stuff, the minutia. Marianne, look at the big picture, Marianne. If you spend your time listening for me to say hell, you're missing the concept and the content, I would say. At the end of the day, we make a difference here, and that's why we're here. You know what folks say to me most on the street? Thank you for making a difference. We obsess on it. Most of my day is spent trying to make a difference. A roof, a furnace, a kidney, a blood transfusion, money, a lawyer. A mother calls me who had her daughter's daylights beat out of her, knocked out cold at a concert, and says, help us get the cops to react. A mother calls me whose daughters had the daylights beat out of them at a rock concert, at a country concert, and nearly got killed, and says, help me find a lawyer. That's what we did. A woman calls me and says, please help them turn the air conditioning on in our building. And we got them to do that. That's what we do. If somewhere in the middle of that, I get emotional and say, hell, too bad. Too bad. You're missing the point. I want you to think. I want us to be able to provoke you to take action, to make a difference. If you don't, that's on you. If you decide I'm the bad guy, we had this little boy on the show. This is actually kind of, not going to mention him because he's probably listening. And he loves me. 4 years old, right? And he makes his mother turn on Marty Griffin. So our plan was, this is a true story. Our plan was to bring him a bespoke, handmade cake, homemade cake from Oakmont for his birthday and deliver it live to the 4-year-old because he was so cool. And ask his mother to put the Marty Griffin Show on in the morning, which is kind of wild, and we love him for it. So one of his relatives hates me, and I mean hates me, and went off in front of the family and grandma and said, I hate Marty Griffin. And the little man's like, what? And grandma sent me a letter to say, I'm sorry that we can't have you bring my grandson a cake because we have a relative who somehow hates you. Okay. That person is lost in the weeds somewhere, finds some reason to hate, and decides that rather than allowing us to bring joy into a 4-year-old's life, which, by the way, this homemade cake was going to be badass. I think he was into Spider-Man. Mom says, now you better not bring that to our house. Because my family member hates you. I was like, okay, sounds like your problem, not mine. But my point is, Mom made the bad choice. I would have told the family member to go to hell. I'm making my 4-year-old son happy. I would have had the cake at my house. And therein lies the difference. Hope you understand, Marianne. We love you. To hell with the rest of them.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health.